Welcome back, 13 cards subject to change. This Monday schedule seems to be working out for all of us, so we're going to continue this. So anyway, we're going to jump right into a topic that has come out. We haven't talked about it in a while. Leroy, if you could look this up for me, I'm going to start a conversation with Jesse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost to WrestleMania, and we have a Hall of Fame class that is working throughout the year. They've been announcing people because Stephanie, I think, was like 6 months ago they offered it to her.
Yeah, that was in
Jesse,
2025 they did
Jesse, I
that
think...
was September because that was at a Saturday Night Main event.
Yeah. But anyway, so Jesse, we are almost there. There's a class filling out. There's been some speculation from sickos that they're holding on to AJ for another 3 months so he couldn't be at Revolution and blah, blah, blah. Even though he's done the podcast now on YouTube where he's confirmed 15 times, I'm still working for them. I just changed the capacity in which I have worked for them.
He's not a talent. He's a coach. And
right, exactly. But
he's
Jesse...
not going to another company.
Yeah,
Can we say that again?
We're going to have to keep saying it because these sickos are desperate for anything. But anyway, Jesse, we need to get into this. So I think it's a deserving thing because WWE owns the intellectual property of where he really was a talent for a short period of time. And he is a former member of the NWO, which is a world-changing style thing here in America, stolen from Japan. Always got to put that little caveat in there. Jesse, I don't like the celebrity wing solely because it literally cannot be taken seriously unless Cyndi Lauper is in it, because Cyndi Lauper is ultimately the reason why WrestleMania survived, because let's be honest, her celebrity at the time was a fucking...
I thought she was in.
So did I, but I don't think she's in. Could you look that up for me?
Okay, I got the class.
But anyway, I'll rephrase. It should have always been Cyndi Lauper.
I'm about to say she's not, and that would be weird because she was very important in WrestleManias 1 and 2.
Right. Now, but Jesse, Dennis Rodman has been announced.
Yes.
And then just recently, yes, it is a legacy induction. It is the fact that, we waited until Sid was dead. Before we have a conversation about this year's nominees, Jesse, you've been the guy who's been harping forever. Jesse, Triple H can't have a year with 50 people in the legacy inductions. It just can't happen.
Usually WWE does about 7 names.
Right,
so.
right. But Jesse, what I'm saying is that Triple H has to make up for the years that Vince kept people for whatever stupid reason he did. Because again, yes, the WWE Hall of Fame was always in Vince's mind and it was always his decision. But my point is that, guys, Triple H is working down the list. Unfortunately, Triple H has people to answer to. He has TKO. He has The Rock. He has this. He has that. He has Nick.
I can actually clear some things up for people.
Yeah.
Because they have publicly announced it, but people don't like to just go Google something really quick. So the Hall of Fame
is she
team,
in?
No, I did find out she is not currently yet.
So the Hall of Fame selection team is Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Undertaker,
well, because Taker, despite what people think, is incredibly old school.
Unfortunately, the pink-faced one. Yes, the pink-faced one. I'm not even saying his name. The ultimate ass kisser is what we should call him.
Yeah, right.
Nick Khan, and then I believe so it's 2 former writers for them.
Okay.
So it's a committee of about 7 people.
Yeah.
And basically, they go every year. They go through.
Well, people also have to say yes to it. I mean, like people don't forget. People don't forget, Jesse. For years, there were so many people where everyone was like, "Oh, it's a shame this isn't." They're saying no.
Right.
First of all, Sabu has turned it down. Or I'm not sure he was ever offered, but he always said he would turn it down, so they never even offered him.
Sabu was offered as a legacy because of everything that happened with ECW.
Right,
and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He turned it down.
Right.
Which is a damn shame, but that's his choice.
Yep.
Because that was Vince's era. So he was offered.
Yeah.
Basically, they have a list, and every year I think what they said, and everyone can go Google this because Triple H and Undertaker talked about it. They go through a list of at least 10 talents, I believe.
Yeah.
Some more recent retired, AJ Styles.
Yep. Well, Jesse, here's the thing, okay? This is why the 5-year rule in my opinion, for other sports needs to get waived for certain people. You're going to wait 5 years on Tom Brady?
Yeah, I told people, I hate him, but the man's a Hall of Famer. like, there's just nothing to talk about there.
And not to mention the fact, Jesse, I guess from an entertainment perspective, people have time to forget their career and then they can look back on it fondly. But, dude, Triple H looked at the world and said, AJ Styles is just going to go in because it's AJ fucking Styles. Need we... Like the name alone. This isn't Vince, which, by the way, if you go listen to AJ's interview with Chris Van Vliet, where he brought up numerous times, Vince was like, "Well, no one's gonna know who he is." Mind blowing. But no, Triple H literally looked at everyone and he was like, "No, just put him in."
Right,
Jesse, like you've said. With everything that's gone on behind the scenes with the family, there's probably reasons why Wyndham has not been put in yet.
It'll happen.
And we all know that.
That was, and then now I'm learning, like, apparently that was one of Stephanie's and Paul's favorite guys is Wyndham.
Well, that was the thing that even Jim Cornette had to admit after the passing. Jim's like, well, we never really liked a lot of his wrestling stuff because we thought it was just, gimmicky bullshit. But the guy dies, and all of a sudden we're finding out this is the nicest motherfucker that ever lived on this earth.
Like Stephanie just did a thing on her podcast. I forget who she had on as a guest, and they brought Wyndham up, and she got emotional. She was talking about a story with she's backstage, she's talking to everyone, and she's feeling a little down about some shit. And he walks up, and she's trying to cheer, give him the motherly love, and he just put his arm around. He's like, nah, let's talk. And she just got emotional because she was like, he was genuinely one of the best guys to ever work this business.
You can tell in almost any interview when people bring up Wyndham, she gets choked up a little bit.
Like she
pauses almost every episode.
Right, it seems like people, like the closest people to it, I got to meet him a few times through video calls and stuff. Like, just beloved. So, yes, he didn't get in, but you also got to think, like I told people, when he gets in, he's going to be one of the headliners.
Right, exactly.
So, like,
oh, yes.
When you had Stephanie and AJ, I'm like, okay, that means either John Cena might get in, maybe Wyndham gets in. If not, that's fine.
They also
because those are your two headliners.
And they also have, Jesse, okay, so this is actually going to relate to this. Another thing that people have to understand about when a person passes away is we all feel a certain way,
right?
But we never think about the family. There's something here that's been bothering me, and I kind of want to get it off my chest because it is a former WWE Hall of Famer, and we're in the middle of the Hall of Fame conversation. It is an embarrassment to the genre, to the man, to the legacy, if you ever liked a single song, to laugh about the fact that his daughter Kelly and Sid had to break off the engagement. Kelly Osbourne breaking it off with Sid Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
And the internet's response has been absolutely appalling because I'm sorry. Yes, people...
They were together for a long time, too.
Yeah. But, let me be very clear about something. It is one thing, and Leroy, you've had to deal with it recently, it is one thing to lose a family member, but here's how it goes, and I'm not trying to be unsympathetic when I say this. They die... The world mourns. People say, I'm sorry, that there's a funeral, and then everything kind of sort of goes back to normal. Kelly Osbourne has to wake up every day and realize that she's going to be reminded every fucking 5 minutes that her father was Ozzy fucking Osbourne.
True.
How do you get over grief when every day you're reminded, oh, yeah, your dad's dead? Every single day this woman sees Youngblood, and again, Dom is a family friend. There's no issue there. But Jack, Dom, all the musical artists that are talking about, every single day of her life, she is reminded the person she was arguably closest to in this world is dead.
Sure.
Can we stop with the, she grieved too long, she's crazy?
Okay, I didn't know about none of this.
People are just laughing and like, well, Sid dodged a bullet, and it's like it's like reports that she hasn't taken her father's death well, and this and that. And they're like, oh, she's crazy. It's like, every single day that person wakes up, every single social media post is about her fucking dad.
In this case, really it's a celebration more, but for her, it is a reminder that her father isn't here. Because most of the time when people are talking about Ozzy, it's a celebration of his life.
Yeah.
But
he's still not here.
Well, right.
But that's what I'm trying to get through to people. Is like, guys, the Wyndham family has been dealing with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
They obviously accepted it for his uncles,
Right.
or uncle and then dad, obviously.
Yeah.
But like Jesse, time and place. Dave Bautista, he didn't want to do it in the middle of COVID. He wants to be there for the fans. He has never once in any interview when it's brought up by someone that is somewhat wrestling knowledgeable, he's said, I'm gonna do it. But right now, it's just not working.
The times don't match up.
John Cena's going to host WrestleMania. Yes, because they have to sell more tickets. That's out there. Whatever. We'll move on with our lives. But number two, Jesse, John already said, I cleared my schedule for what I thought was going to be a longer retirement tour. Right. And Triple H was like, well, I only need you for X amount of time. So John said, okay. Jesse, he still has this free time. Yeah. So why not do it?
Right.
But, like, seriously, folks, get over yourselves. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Taker, those are the three that I'm going to stick with because those are the ones that matter. They're going to get to all these people who, yes, should have already been inducted while they were alive.
Right.
But unfortunately, and this is the part that gets me, can we stop acknowledging that WWE isn't having to fix years of Vince McMahon bullshit? Bruno Sammartino was not inducted in the first class. What the fuck were we doing?
Vince is weird.
Bruno Sammartino made your daddy's life. And I know you didn't like your father.
Vince is weird. Vince is a weird motherfucker.
Bruno didn't like Vince.
Exactly.
And that was it. And it was.
But if I'm Vince McMahon, I suck it up, and in 1991, I say, Andre, Bruno, who else? Like, how is Bruno not already in your
Bruno
first
got
class?
In 95, I believe, right?
No, Bruno got in the 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Bruno was in the teens. Because
That's
Triple H had to go to Vince and be like, why is the living legend not in?
Yeah, fucking.
So while I understand the anger and this is a typical WWE move because it is for the Vince era that Sid would be put in after he's passed away.
To be fair though, to the new era here, like what the fuck are they? Like they've been going through names that a lot of people felt like should have been in.
How does the tag team that was in WrestleMania 1 not fucking already in the Hall of Fame?
What was the tag team that just got in?
It was Wyndham's dad.
Yeah, no, outside of them this year. There's a tag team that got in this year.
Oh, Demolition.
Right,
yeah.
I said I have.
Why the fuck did Demolition have to wait to 2026?
Whenever you're ready, I will run down the.
Go for it.
I just want to know when Bruno. We don't need to run down a list of past people.
No,
I just say the list.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Oh well, I mean,
it's Demolition, Stephanie, AJ, Sid, and Dennis.
Okay, first WWE Hall of Fame class. It was 2013. Bruno Sammartino went in.
Yeah. Okay.
2013.
I still don't understand.
1991 was the first class.
I just.
And that was Andre.
Don't.
All right.
But regardless.
So it took Bruno Sammartino 21 years for Vince McMahon to suck his fucking own dick up in his asshole and fucking get over himself.
Bruno retired in what, 88?
70s, wasn't it?
I think he was done in the 80s.
I think it was in the 80s.
Was it the 80s?
I think he was still he was like one of the great world champions through the 70s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was all through the 70s till Iron Sheik.
Early 80s, right? Because then Bob Backlund had the title for a long ass time.
Well, Bob had it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Bob had it, Iron Sheik had it, and then it came Hogan.
By the way, that's the other thing. People like mad that Roman's title reign was only as long as. I'm like, guys, in the modern era, he cannot hold that title for longer than it was getting stale.
Oh yeah, that's true. But right now for the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame, and this is probably what is going to be unless they
got 3 weeks.
Unless they add like a WWE Hall of Fame match like they did last year.
Yeah, they might do that.
They might do that one, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right now the headliners are Stephanie McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She's considered former WWE chairman and CEO. AJ Styles.
She was a partial owner of the company for the majority of their fucking...
The heat wave.
Yeah.
AJ Styles and Demolition Axe and Smash are considered the headliners. the legacy inductees, which there might be a couple more too. They might add one maybe. Sid Vicious.
Yep.
Bad News Brown.
Okay. Yeah.
Alan Coage? I don't know exactly how to say his last name, but hey, it's fine. And then Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
And somebody said Dennis Rodman was the...
Here's the thing. I got no problem with the celebrity stuff.
Well, celebrities matter in wrestling.
He's part of the legacy. I don't know if it's but I think Cyndi Lauper should be in there now.
Well, Cyndi Lauper should have been in 91.
Yeah.
Cyndi should get it next year.
How the hell the
I hope
1991 class? Look. I want the whole world to know
And
this
they should
right
let
now.
me induct her as a New Yorker.
Yeah, there you go. I will never argue that Andre the Giant shouldn't have been in the number one. I mean, that's obviously how that works. But like, the first class should have been simple for you, Vince.
I do understand Andre being in though, because I think at that point they had learned his health was starting to fail. I think it was at that point
He already passed though, if I remember correctly.
They knew he had bad health during WrestleMania 3.
What year did Andre pass away?
I think it was 1990. So
was in
you're
the
probably
90s.
right.
Well, the class then was 91. Yeah.
Yeah, so
but
you're right. Yeah.
But like Jesse, how the first class wasn't Andre, Bruno, Cindy, and then we'll start with the rest of the people. I'll never understand as long as I live. But anyway, so Jesse, obviously, Dennis's legacy, though. I mean, Jesse, Dennis's legacy was pretty much a large part of the Monday Night War.
Yeah, no, this man missed a full ass practice to go to Monday Nitro.
And still lock down the opposing team. So
Got cursed out by Michael Jordan, but he still did his job.
I tell you how good I am. I told you it was 93. Yeah, it was 93 that Andre passed.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He was alive when
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but
Because 91 was the first class, wasn't it?
I was born in '89, so I was an infant.
A literal infant.
I was a little infant. So I watched all that shit like 17 years later.
They officially started doing the WWE Hall of Fame after his death in '93. He was the first.
That's
one
right.
inducted.
So my issue is I'm like, it was a year from my birth, but I didn't realize if it was a year before or a year after. So yeah.
I do know. A name that came up after they announced Dennis, and it is a real conversation. It is a real conversation, and that is, how, especially after Sid and Dennis was, hey WWE, how come you haven't inducted Ken Shamrock yet?
Yeah.
Which I think is a very fair. Yes, I don't believe he was ever WWE champion. No. But before he went into MMA full time, he was a very important member of the Attitude Era.
He was a strong. He had a couple of mid card. I think he was Intercontinental.
He was Intercontinental champion.
Yeah. So by the way, the very first class technically is just Andre. In
Yes.
93, he was the only member. And then the official class, the very first class in 94, was Arnold Scotland, Bobo Brazil, Buddy Rogers, Chief J Strong Bo, Classy Freddie Blassie, obviously, Gorilla Monsoon, and then James Dudley. The first African-American to run a major arena in the United States was James Dudley, by the way. But yeah, no. Why the first class wasn't Andre, Bruno, and then it was the WWE? You could have gotten away with Cyndi fucking Lauper.
You could have done Cyndi Lauper.
Because Jesse, okay, I know we're getting off topic of what I wanted you to say, but like Jesse, the influence, especially in New York, Cyndi Lauper on WrestleMania 1 and 2.
She was an Omega pop star. It helped.
Jesse, you know what's funny to me? Because of the way the internet takes stuff from the 70s and the 60s and sort of, makes fun of it, and, Girls Just Want to Have Fun is a sort of weird pop song. Jesse, Cyndi Lauper was a god in America.
She was. So Cyndi Lauper's career is a career many pop stars wish they had, and that's
Madonna looks at Cyndi Lauper's career and is slightly jealous. Let's be honest there.
Madonna's had a much longer run than Cyndi Lauper, to be fair, but
the height that Cyndi was at.
Well, Madonna lasted through the 90s too, though, and the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So to be fair, she had like a 27-year career where. Now, I will say, to be fair, though, I will say Madonna, did she get to the heights of pop popularity that Cyndi got in the 80s? No. But She was so instrumental in the fact. Remember, they mortgaged their fucking literal personal futures, their house, everything.
Oh, Vince had nothing going into WrestleMania 1.
Oh, yeah. He put all his money into that, saying, God, I hope this works.
And if not for her and Mr. T and all that shit, it just, you don't get to number 2.
What I always think is funny, Jesse, and this year, folks, once again, the 4 days.
Now, of course, it's a wrestling mainstay.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, is that, folks, starting next year, we're going to try to get back to 4 shows in 4 days, but the last couple of years, we've had personal stuff to deal with. We'll deal with it when we do it. Still be a Monday show after WrestleMania, before the Raw, Raw after WrestleMania. But no, Jesse, I
hope we're going live. Aren't we going on one night?
You might be working.
I'm gonna take the day off.
There you go.
I think he might be okay with me then.
But anyway, no, Jesse, I don't think people realize Mr. T being in the main event with Hogan. Jesse, everyone now, they spit on the celebrity matches. They spit on the celebrity appearances. They're like, it needs to be a night of pure wrestling. That's not how it started.
No.
That's not how it worked. Like, again, this is what has happened with... And again, I'm going to blame them because they are the ones who, once again, don't realize you've shot yourselves in the foot and you've put it in your own mouth because you don't fucking stay consistent. All Elite Wrestling are the problematic people of this, and it's the Bucks who are, is you don't look at history for what it was. Oh no, Raw and SmackDown this week had maybe 35 minutes of total wrestling. It's before WrestleMania! You fucking plebs!
Raw was actually the good show this week, by the way.
SmackDown wasn't bad. I enjoyed SmackDown.
It wasn't bad, but it was, for me, it was a little blah.
Fair enough. But my whole thing is this: is that Jesse, Leroy, you watched it all. Unfortunately, people, WrestleMania survived because of Cyndi Lauper and Liberace. You don't like to hear it.
Yeah, because Liberace was on the second show, I believe. So was
No.
Elton John, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, Liberace was on the first one. I think John Elton was on the second one, wasn't he?
Well,
Elton John?
Elton John never did WrestleMania.
I thought he did
has
WrestleMania.
not.
Liberace and Elton John both playing piano. I get it. But
And gay.
yeah, exactly.
Super gay.
My favorite, the greatest celebrity gay story will always be when Rob Halford came out as gay, and then everybody looked at their posters and were like, oh yeah.
Oh, the leather. I can see it now.
Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, Jesse, this is why I think people have to understand the celebrity wing makes sense, because wrestling throughout history, regardless of what
Which
the
means Corey Taylor gets in one day, doesn't he?
Maybe? I don't think so.
Only reason I throw his name and maybe Slipknot's name out there because they are very important to the popularity of NXT.
Yeah. Yep, no, that's true. But anyway, so Jesse, we'll transition back into Dennis here in a minute, but like Cyndi, Liberace, Jelly Roll now. Jesse, it's just a long line of people who ultimately are the reason why WrestleMania didn't survive on Hogan alone. If it was Hogan and Roddy Piper in the main event of WrestleMania 1, Vince McMahon's a fucking hobo right now.
Right.
That's just the way it goes.
That shit's real, bro.
Mr. T, Cyndi Lauper, Liberace, 3 names that need to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Because without them, I don't even know if WWE is still a company.
That's Jesse, Vince said it in the documentary. I literally bet everything I had on one night.
Right.
And mind you, his dad had been doing pretty well for a while.
Yeah.
He bought the company for $1 million, and he still was net zero positive in his bank account when WrestleMania 1 was about to go live. So, like, no, I'm tired of this bullshit that is seeping into the wrestling internet of like, well, I watch for pure... It's never been pure sport. Japan lived off Inoki's legend, technically.
Yeah, it was never pure sport. That's crazy.
Also, by the way, I did get a bunch of people to like a comment this week when somebody talked about, hey, WWE just needs to go back to that clean mat. And I'm like, do you like New Japan? Because if this is your opinion, that's fine. But if you sit there and you talk about New Japan as like the peak of wrestling, don't fucking bring up the ring.
There's a lot of ads in that ring.
There's a lot of fucking ads there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, back to Dennis.
SmackDown, the ads have now been there for long enough, and I told people this. I'm like, you're going to just not even notice them
Oh, I
anymore.
don't. I straight up don't. I straight up look at myself and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, match, please.
Here, I'll tell you, WrestleMania. You're talking about who was there. I will tell you who was there.
Okay. Is it WrestleMania 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Cyndi Lauper was there. She was there for the
Main event.
with the women's match.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
Wendy
really
Richter and
Yep. But all right, this is the reason. The main event for the show. It was Hogan, Mr. T, accompanied by Jimmy Snuka against Roddy Piper and Mr. Warner Paul Orndorff, accompanied by Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yeah, it was.
They had Muhammad Ali as a special guest referee.
Yep.
New York Yankees manager Billy Martin was the guest ring announcer.
Yep.
With Liberace and the Rockettes.
He had to gimmick it, Jesse, because, Jesse, quick question. That lineup in that era in Madison Square Garden, of course it's going to sell tickets.
Bro.
Now it's turned into a purely wrestling night.
Right.
But, Jesse, the history isn't pure wrestling.
To be fair, I thought, so outside of the second night in L.A.
And they were and that was the fun where that first one, they were recording broadcasting from 3 different places.
Yeah, so
that
besides
day.
that second night in L.A. a few years back, really, Philly and then the year after in Vegas, they've done a really good job of balance.
Yeah.
Like I got to tell people, the Philadelphia WrestleMania might be the best one in the last 20 years. Both nights were killer. Both nights were killer.
It's probably the best since WrestleMania 20.
Like, yeah, it's
because the truth is, when you go back and you look at WrestleMania 20, where it all began again, that night survived on every single person on the card is a name that sold wrestling tickets.
He brought back the Undertaker as a dead man there.
By the way,
I will never forget that.
By the way, Kane was a Hall of Famer on that.
The sell job of that alone.
Yeah. Motherfucker really walked up and poked him. I'm like, okay. Yeah. WrestleMania 20, and by the way, if you guys have another one for this later, we'll argue about it during WrestleMania season, but I would say WrestleMania 20, arguably the most rewatchable WrestleMania of all time.
I can say this, though. Philadelphia can never give WWE shit. I'm like, you guys got one of the best Mania cards and shows ever.
You got the most overbooked main event, I think, ever.
Like, you got, maybe the best one of the last 25 years. Now, the follow-up hasn't been great thanks to, fucking one man. But,
Oh, come on, Jesse. If you have enough hate for that man, you got plenty for Bruce Pritchard.
That's a good question. Who do I dislike more, Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Bruce Pritchard? It's a great question for a trivia we have to do one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
He's right here. Yell at him.
Not right now. We're trying to get through the segment.
But yeah, no. It's one of those things where it's the classes going, just in with the history of it all. I tell people, I don't mind the Stephanie induction. I expected this in 2030 because I was just with her running it with Nick Khan and Triple H and DX's booking right now when they originally took over. I'm like, this company's going to kill the rest of just on their booking alone.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they're doing fire shit. They haven't overraised their prices. Then unfortunately Vince got involved. No, TK got involved, and that's not the case. But I told people, I'm like, when you looked at those shows back then, and I'm like, yes, it was expensive to go to that one Raw.
Yeah.
But if she looked now, she'd probably yeah, there's no way I can afford it now.
No.
So the tickets we had.
Yeah.
But it's you got, I told people, with Stephanie, it's all encompassing. It's what she did as a performer. Triple H is also recognizing, remember, this is one of even though she was a member of the family, she was one of the original merchandisers for them.
Yeah. And by the way, every time Stephanie gets brought up, I like to bring this up too, because this is just funny for the sickos. Well, Triple H wouldn't be anywhere without her. 3-time WWE champion before he got together with her. Moving on.
3-time Intercontinental champion, had one of the best ladder matches of all time. The hate on Triple H is... It's so surreal. It's gotten to a point where like I tell people, I'm like, I don't even believe you guys anymore. Like it's just ridiculous.
And also, Jesse, let's be honest, with the way Taker had pulled back, with the way Stone Cold and Rock both left, Triple H was kind of your only major star.
He was the most important guy. You had to build baby faces around him. You had no choice.
Right, exactly.
Three of your major guys were gone. Undertaker was a part-timer. Like you had no choice.
Well, Jesse, how many times have you said in the music business, if an all-time band loses the over-the-top lead guitarist, the humble drummer, and the lead vocalist, it should be the death of the band.
Right.
That's what WWE lost, basically.
Right.
And they still survived.
Well, you got a John Cena. You got a Jeff. Even with his troubles, you got Jeff Hardy.
Edge was a great heel.
That was another one where I gave Vince a lot of credit. Because I'm like, this is a kid he probably would have fired already.
Yeah.
But because he's so popular with the kids and the families,
right?
Like, and he was really good at what he did. It was just like I just got to force him to go to rehab, I guess. But I got to keep Jeff around.
But anyway, so okay, because the next topic is sort of something you already said, but
Dennis Conroy. Really sad news, man. One half of the
Midnight Express. We talked about him last week. Passed away. Jim did a great tribute. Go listen to it on YouTube from the Jim Cornette Experience.
Just a damn shame, man.
Yeah. By the way, Jim had explained. So this is not me breaking anyone's news, and I'm not giving away anything that wasn't already said by Jim on a large platform. He had fallen in his home, and he was 75 years old, obviously. So right. I mean, he had fallen and everything, and unfortunately, and this is the part that always I say to make sure that you care about the people that you like, his wife was, I think Jim said, 9 days away from retiring so they could spend more time together.
Damn. You never know.
She was gonna retire at the end of the month, and yeah, but anyway, but no, so Jesse, but no, we'll finish up. Dennis Rodman, very important. Yes. To WCW, the Monday Night Wars. Jesse, he's in every highlight reel of the NWO
because he was an important member of it. I mean, it was the moment that really took them over the top was when he showed up to. It wasn't Starrcade.
Was it Halloween Havoc?
I think it was Halloween Havoc.
Look that up. When did Dennis show up in the NWO?
I believe he helped Hogan retain.
Was it Bash? No, it wasn't Bash of the Beach.
I remember he helped Hogan retain.
Yes.
That was the big moment.
Yeah.
I think against Goldberg. So
was that the Goldberg match?
It was the second Goldberg match.
Was the second Goldberg match?
Remember, because he straight up lost the first one.
Right.
To give Eric Bischoff all the credit in the world, he was like, "This dude's super hot. You just got to eat this loss, man. Like I got to ride with this guy."
Goldberg, for all his inability to wrestle, was really
Goldberg for all his bitching.
Really held that company up for a minute.
He was a superstar.
Yeah.
Bitch ass motherfucker. They just don't. I was happy to retire, and they cut me off. NBC cut you off.
Triple H isn't in control of the airwave.
Triple H. Go ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead.
All right. He made his first appearance and debuted in a Monday Nitro on March 10th, 1997 on episode, and he made his first in-ring debut at Bash at the Beach in July of 1997.
Bash
teaming with Hogan in a loss to Lex Luthor and the Giant.
There we go. So, by the way, because Dennis was like 6'10", so it was a little battle of the Giants in that match.
Yeah. Dennis could hold his own on size alone.
It was
really
fucking huge.
But anyway, no. So Jesse, from a celebrity standpoint, it makes sense. Yeah. I will always say there are two things in wrestling that I will never fight anyone on because I win the argument automatically with these two statements. Greatest to never win the WWE Championship, Roddy Piper, end of list. The celebrity that should have been in the Hall of Fame already, probably night one, back in 1993, Cyndi Lauper, end of list. But anyway, and then obviously, Jesse, we've got AJ. That's kind of just a formality, I think, honestly.
Beautiful
Stephanie,
moment.
Yep, Stephanie will be great. Demolition, again, should have happened a long time ago.
Should have happened a long time ago.
But Jesse, stuff with like Sid, because we chronicled it when he passed away. Stuff with Sid, Jesse, unfortunately, a lot of it is stop blaming WWE now for Triple H not being able to get through Vince's skull back then. Put aside your ego,
Because
old
you're
man.
talking about one of the most important members of the new generation era.
But I also look at that too. It's like Triple H was working on getting Sid Vicious into the Hall of Fame, and he passed. It was it was a freak passing.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
It was.
It kind of sucks to
death.
announce a Hall of Fame directly after the guy dies.
Right.
Like,
but they were working on trying to get him in, and then you can't predict when somebody dies.
Right, exactly.
And it happens. You know, boom.
that's my favorite argument on the internet because it is the most ludicrous bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. Well, WWE needs to do it before they pass away. Oh, because WWE has a magical list of when these motherfuckers are going to die.
They have remember that Numbers movie?
Yeah.
That's what they have.
Didn't Nickelback make a song like that?
Something like that.
What was the song where they basically had the same
I
thing?
completely forget the name of that shit.
But
that
it's
movie
like-
was bad.
By the way, Nickelback getting darker with the new song. Love it.
But there's not a celebrity every single year into the WWE Hall of Fame. It is a certain amount of years that they do have one in, and it's not all the time.
Leroy, I'm not saying it's a yearly thing. I'm not saying Dennis isn't deserving. I'm saying until it has Cyndi Lauper, it's a joke.
Well, some years they do weird things like put the Rock's mom in.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, that was a legacy.
If anyone wants to know the truth about that induction, go listen to Jim Cornette, who, once again, as a historian, none better alive on this earth.
I understood she had the wrestling school with her dad.
No, she owned.
She ran her
when
father's
her grandfather.
wrestling.
When her father passed away in
Right.
Hawaii,
yeah.
she took on the company.
Right.
However, it wasn't the great thing that it was in the video.
Yeah.
Again, if you want the truth of people's careers, Jim Cornette, YouTube, it's a great source because Jim, again, is the greatest living wrestling historian that alive.
Yes, it is. And I don't mind celebrities being in because when they put celebrities in, besides that one, there is a reason for it.
Right.
I mean, they put Bob Uecker in. Yeah, he needed to be in.
Yeah, Bob Uecker didn't belong in the WWE Hall of Fame. That didn't make any sense.
He does. He needs to be in there.
Was it Bob Uecker or Bob Barker?
Bob Barker, I don't know. They didn't put him in.
Was it Bob Barker?
I can't remember.
Anyway,
which one it was.
but anyway, moving on to the next topic. We'll get more on the Hall of Fame when we get there. We'll go down the list. Jesse, it has finally come out. It is made official. $6.5 billion was the bid. We almost had an ownership group known solely as TKO. Fuck, Tony Khan almost owned the WWE, which technically we all know was fake because the whole bidding process was a bullshit thing to begin with. There's still investigations on that. Vince was lying the whole time. We all know that. But it has come out that Tony Khan convinced his dad to put a $6.5 billion bid in for the WWE. What do you think the wrestling world would have looked like if one man would have been booking Dynamite, Collision, Rampage, Dark Elevation, Raw, SmackDown, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble? I could go on.
We would not be sitting here.
He would have killed the WWE.
He would have killed pro wrestling in America.
Because, by the way, Jim actually sat there and went down the list. Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Punk would have been like, fuck it, I'll just stay retired. I'm doing fine. Like, Jesse, guys like Roman Reigns would have laughed Tony Khan out of the fucking boardroom.
Guys like Seth Rollins would have laughed at him in meetings.
Blake Monroe just came out and gave an interview. Hey, Jesse, Blake Monroe thinks that storytelling is more important than the gymnastics routine.
I can't believe I'm repeating this again. The problem with AEW constantly.
Yeah.
Its main issue.
Yeah.
Besides certain wrestlers at this point, I'm sure we'll get to Ricochet at some point again. Is booking.
JD from New York actually calling out Ricochet. How often does the internet take JD from New York's side? Insert Ricochet.
It's not often, but he's been right about two people this week.
Ricochet.
He's been right about two main things: Ricochet, and then some of Fightful's bullshit, which he is absolutely right on. But we could get to that later.
Yeah.
Triple H can book circles around you. He did it when his father-in-law thought it would be funny to go ahead and throw NXT against you. And for weeks, a lot of people like myself said, NXT's just a better show.
Has also, forget that, Shawn Michaels, for the majority of 2026, which we're almost the 4th month in, we've been stomping NXT. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, you're still down by like 14 in the overall fucking yearly standings, douchebags.
It's,
Dynamite's been good for 3 weeks.
I'm about to say it's been good for like a limited amount of time here. Here's the issue, man.
You still can't hit 800,000.
So we would have went from a almost 80-year-old who basically lessened his own business to now someone like 30, 40 years his junior, basically his
doing the
son,
same shit, yeah.
doing the same bullshit.
Jesse, Brian Last said it best.
You know what WWE was thriving on even through Vince's bad booking? Something that AEW doesn't have a lot of. Sponsorships.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because it was still pretty family-friendly shit, even though it was all bad.
Yeah.
You could watch WWE even if it was bad with your family, and the families might love it. You as a wrestling purist like myself be like, God, Vince sucks at this now.
Can you imagine a world where Tony Khan is booking Raw and SmackDown?
No.
Can you imagine a world?
No.
Brian Last said it best. Vince McMahon booked a lot for himself and didn't care what anyone else thought. So does Tony.
I'm about to say, I keep saying, if any cases came out against Tony Khan, you know what I would call him? Vince Khan. It's the same fucking shit.
It's the same show of the 20 teens.
The only difference is Vince understood, because they're publicly traded, that he's responsible for sponsorships and the investors. So he had to be smart about a lot of things. This guy? The fuck out of here. I gave him his pass between 2019 and 2021. I'm done with that pass.
Yeah.
That pass is dead.
5 years you had. That was 5 years ago, buddy. You actually can't. Jesse, if they ever hit 1 million, the wrestling internet, I'm going to turn it off for 48 hours because they'll not shut the fuck up if they ever hit 1 million again. Not that I think they can. And you can't do it on Turner.
It's. By the way, they keep thinking like, well, it's closer to 2 million because Dave told us about the streaming numbers that we never fucking get. Here's the thing.
Dave Meltzer is quoted saying the gap is really, really, really big, but they're closing it.
Right. I'm still upset it wasn't Disney. Yes. Why? People are like, why Disney? Because Disney, especially with Bob Iger.
Let's act that out. Leroy, could you please let Bob Iger in the room, please? Could you do that for me?
Let him in the room?
Could you get the door? Mr. Iger's at the door.
Okay. Yeah, come on in here.
Jesse, Jesse, do me a favor. Could you play the role of Nick Khan, please?
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Iger. Yes, this is Nick Khan. So you just purchased this company for, let's say, $7 billion. We'll give Disney the, you know, we'll give them the Disney rub. We'll call it. Mr. Iger. So the numbers are in for Mr. Khan's week in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mr. Iger. They made $1 billion. Bob Iger would look at Nick and say,
I can tell you. He'd be like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? What was our WrestleMania numbers?
Well, as of right now, we are just over $1 billion in revenue.
You tell Stephanie and Triple H and Shawn to keep going. I'll see you guys in 4 months.
At the next annual
meeting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No interference. You guys just keep going.
Because Bob Iger's
End of conversation. Like that's how it is.
Bob Iger has to get the lunch.
I got 7 other business meetings. I just need to know what my numbers look like. Oh, wait, you did what? So almost like Marvel for 10 years? Just like Kevin from Marvel? Okay, you continue. Why would I interfere with the fuck he's doing?
Oh, wait. Half the audience were children? Done.
We're making what on merch? Continue your business.
Sure.
I'll see you at the next annual meeting. I'm done.
Keep printing that money for me.
Could
Thank
you possibly, I don't know, get some WWE logos and slap them on some mouse ears? Sure, we don't give a fuck. Like whatever.
Sure.
Guys, we might put it on a belt just for the kids for Disney World. Sure, sir, sure. All right, then we're good. You guys have a good one.
No one has ever bought IPs and let them run as long as they made money more than Disney.
Just so weird people could be like, well, Bob, you had those meetings. What about this lawsuit and this lawsuit? So how much did they make over WrestleMania weekend? $1 billion?
$1 billion, yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face. Don't ever waste my fucking
okay.
time. Yeah, like remember.
Can you hold on a second. Can you imagine the business meeting when Bob Iger finds out they spent $7 billion? They've already made $1 billion here. They're still making annual money on the ticket sales. Oh wait, we just signed a $5 billion deal with Netflix? I'm sorry. Why are we even talking? Just go make more money. What? Bob Iger's like, why are we on the phone? Why aren't you going to make more money?
He might have not even allowed that deal because he would have
put it on Disney Plus. Yeah,
he would have saw profit in putting WWE Network on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And hold on, pause, Jesse. He wouldn't even have gotten rid of the network.
No.
And here's what I mean. No. You know what he would have done? Because by the way, folks, you can get the Hulu from Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But you go to Hulu. Jesse, he would have left it as is. The link would have just been through Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You just like on the top line, he says Disney, Hulu.
You see Disney,
You had
Marvel, Star Wars, right there, WWE.
Hey,
Network.
wrestling fans! Remember when you had it so good for $9.99 a month?
Oh
no, Disney Plus would have gone up $3.
Even if you had to pay like
I
the
remember
20
those days.
Even if you had to pay the $20 for Disney Plus, I'd be like, so wait a minute. As a wrestling fan, hold on. As a wrestling
Disney,
fan,
National Geographic, ESPN,
ESPN, and the network. What are you bitching for?
We got everything.
For $25?
For $30, I'm like, actually, that's still a great deal. I get Disney's library? Fuck you. I'm taking that. Plus, I get their new movies. If you got kids, you get all the classics. What the fuck? And as a man, you can watch,
minus
that library? Get the fuck out.
Minus Donald Duck as a Nazi, but you know.
Well, that's fine. But like, but otherwise,
that doesn't
like,
bother me.
But like, yeah, it's just
it should.
To me. And
Yeah.
like I said, I still think they were the best. But yes, I need to eat some crow because I said the second best would be TKO because they already own UFC. So I figured.
Well, but Jesse, you said it yourself, and I think they're realizing. I think this WrestleMania season is humbling them.
Probably.
Because, by the way, WrestleMania 43 is incredibly up in the air with the current issues going on in
Right.
the Middle East. So, like, we don't know where that's going to be. Right. And if it's back in Vegas for a third year, Jesse, they're going to have to make the tickets $5.
I don't even think they'll do. If they have to cancel their stuff in Saudi Arabia,
London?
I could
go back to New Orleans.
I could foresee them calling Jacob Frey like, so we fucked up. I know we're already doing SummerSlam, so the dome is still good for April, right?
Oh, they're just gonna call up the Wilf family.
Well, it has to be the Wilfs and Jacob because it's Minneapolis,
right?
But
yeah.
Still, it's just one of those things like. So you know how we fucked up and then we gave you guys SummerSlam?
It's April. It's April. There's no football.
New Orleans is still kind of
Ain't
pissed.
nothing going on, yeah.
New Orleans is still a little pissed. So do you guys want Mania? And Fred and the Wolves go, well, at a cheaper price, but sure. We're not paying you guys more for shit now.
Kiss her ass discount.
Now you pay us more, but yeah, of course.
But Jesse, Jesse, that's just the thing.
Fuck, that means I would have to go live in Minneapolis for a week. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, whatever.
We're only 2 hours away.
Yeah, exactly.
I got family down there.
So do I.
Because I'm going to be crashing.
There's a nice cheap hotel that's attached to a Menards that I'm staying at next weekend, and for Bloody Wood. But anyway,
my cousin has a nice house in St. Cloud that full basement with everything in a bedroom. I mean,
it's like an hour drive. It's great. Yeah. But anyway, no, Jesse, I seriously, when that news came out and was made official, he convinced his father, because by the way, folks, it's not the $12 billion minus 6.5. Oh, half their fortune was on one thing. His dad would have made the $6 billion back in a couple of years.
Yeah, he would have fine.
But Jesse, the thought that Ring of Honor, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dark Elevation, Rampage, Dynamite, and Collision would all be written by the same motherfucker. You're just giving him bigger toys in his box. Sting was okay with it because, hey, guys, I hate to be the guy that keeps saying it on podcasts. Sting never had a mind for the business. He listened and made a lot of fucking money.
Yep.
He would have killed the wrestling business in America, man.
But there are two things right now that Tony Khan will not speak on. That and what's up with his one Tony leaving. Two things.
That's probably a privacy thing. If she's pregnant, it's her life. No one will care.
Yeah. But he's not making any statement.
We'll get the photos by December. We'll move on with our lives.
Let me be clear. I don't give a fuck about the Tony Stark situation. All the best to you, sweetheart. You do you.
Let's
talk about this ball-headed.
You put him. I knew this. I knew. Well, as soon as I saw he was on the screen, I'm like, oh, Jesse gonna have some fun with this.
What did I say? A week?
Maybe.
A week, and he was already back on TV. Are you kidding me?
Talking like he was a fucking legend or something. He wasn't even like Jesse. He wasn't even thrown in a segment where he got bitched out. He was the top guy in the segment.
Tony Khan would rather be buddy than run a business.
Jesse, I said last week, and
Vince Russo even said that.
I know it was funny, Jesse, but I said last week, you needed to Andrade the first time him. You're on ice, motherfucker. When you come back, the Lord will have granted you hair again. Good luck.
Maybe. That ain't going to happen.
No, not Tony Khan. He just brought him right back.
1 week. And then he has the fucking idiocy to fucking talk shit to JD from New York, and JD's like, maybe you should sit this one out, bro. Like, I mean, you've had a rough couple of weeks.
Talking about, well, I only apologize to the one sole person I needed to apologize to. The rest of you can fuck off. Okay, bro. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Keep pretending like the one person that you apologize to is going to keep paying your bills for the rest of your fucking life.
Keep fucking going, buddy.
Keep going with that because, you know, Jesse, there's a lot of bands who came out of a little area. Jesse, there was a punk club. I'm not even going to name it because it doesn't matter anymore because Green Day stopped playing it. There was a punk club out there in California, and everybody wrote Billy Joel must die on the bathroom wall. Billy Joel left your asses, got out of that grungy little fuck place, and what did he do? Oh, yeah, he's the most successful punk group that ever lived.
I
Stay in your little bubble. It's fine, y'all, but pretend like you don't need new fans? Okay.
Let me be clear. I don't particularly care for most of the time Brock Lesnar the person.
No.
I can respect where he's coming from and why he is the way he is.
Yep.
But I'm still just like, yeah, but Brock still comes off as very fucking entitled, sir. So, fuck you. To me. To most black dudes, apparently. But to me, as a person, to you, I hope you live a good life, but fuck you.
And the funny part is, Brock will respect you for saying it and then walk away and not care about you.
Well, fuck you too. And move on.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The reason Brock is still on TV today, even after everything that came out, one,
he was exonerated.
Yeah. Two, even Brock Lesnar, who has talked publicly about not liking people, isn't on Twitter, Instagram, running his fucking mouth for no reason.
Right.
He doesn't have to, right? Like he said in that recent interview he did, he's like,
with the hockey guys.
Well, he said, I came back because, to be honest, I still had extra bills to pay, and WWE offers me good money to get it all paid off. So,
someone's going to turn down work that's paying you way too much to do the shit you're already good at? Okay.
When you're making 10 figures, you don't turn down shit, sir.
No.
By the way, which gives me even more thought that he's going to eat the pen at WrestleMania.
Well, here's the thing. Brock is going to make 7 figures. 8 figures. No matter what happens in that match. And it'll be like a 10-minute match. It's not going to go 20 minutes.
No.
Tony Khan would be saying, all right, 25 minutes, guys. They'll be blown up like balloons by the end of it, you fucking idiot.
If the way Brock likes to do it, that's probably going to be match 1 first night.
I disagree entirely.
Oh, you don't think so?
It could be.
There's a good possibility.
Nope. Build that for an hour into the show.
Nah. I got a feeling when we're watching, that's going to, open.
Night 2 would be good, yeah.
It's gonna. Brock likes to get his shit in and go home.
All I'm saying is this, though.
That is true. That's what I
Chest and
said.
cash. He's going back on
It's
that
going to be an
All
early
I'm saying-
match in the show.
All I'm
and
saying
then
is
done.
this, though. All I'm saying is this, though. Jesse, Brock Lesnar is going to get paid 8 figures whether he wins or loses to Obafemi. Obafemi is going to make millions because of what the
Correct.
result will be. Because, by the way, Brock Lesnar has never once, ever, one time proven that as long as you paid him what he fucking likes, he will do business.
Yes, he will.
It doesn't matter. Everyone's like, Brock took the title and went home. No, you fucking morons. Brock took the title and Vince sent him home.
Right.
We all act like Brock didn't want to.
I told people, I'm like, I can't blame Brock for that.
No.
That was all Vince. Vince
Who
told
in
him
this
you could just,
who in this goddamn world has such a work ethic that they wouldn't say to themselves, and even Leroy was a great work ethic. Who wouldn't say to themselves, yeah, so we need you like once every 3 months, but we're gonna pay you like $8.5 million each time you show up.
Yep.
Cool, I'll sit at home. I don't give a fuck.
Sure, no
It's-
problem.
I'll fix up the house.
Right. It's like I'm like, that was all Vince's. I'm like, Vince decided to kill his main event scene. Vince is weird once again. But yeah,
That's a nice way to put it. I guess.
Ricochet.
It's
Speaking
stupid.
of, he even took a 10-minute match for you, which now I'm starting to believe was beneath him. He should have never tried to put you over. Fuck you. You crybaby bitch. The same company that respectfully, by the way, not in the same way where Allie got stabbed in the throat. TNA. And now we have to explain her resurrection. Hey, TNA, you did that.
It's TV.
I'm happy to see her back, but you did that.
It's TV. It's the magic of TV.
They better do a damn good job of explaining that TV because
Leroy, I can't believe I have to do this.
they threw a funeral for her.
No.
Yeah.
I can't believe I have to do this. Unfortunately, being the elite made it easier for us to understand why Adam Cole is back.
Right.
Better than TNA did with Hallie so far.
TNA got work to do.
Yeah. Because remember, they at least pretended that Adam Cole was seanced back. So
Yeah.
they, again, it's stupid. I'm not going to act like it isn't, but at least they explained it. By the way, to Jim Cornette, I will say this. I don't care what you want to
Sue
believe.
Young stabbed her in the throat, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
If Santino Marella will figure it out, he'll tell us.
But anyway, but I will say this. Despite Jim Cornette not liking it, a Southern California legend, Super Dragon, is. Sorry, Jim, that you didn't know who he was, but Super Dragon is a fucking legend in Southern California.
Yes, he is.
We're not going to pretend like he's not. But anyway, no. This is the thing that gets me. Fucking Ricochet will not stop.
That's the problem.
Jesse, again, I've been going over the guy from Financial Audit, Caleb Hammer, a lot this week. And yes, folks, he has no real resume to be telling people about their finances. But it's not hard to tell people about their finances when technically, if you watch the show, 99% of the show is him being like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Because they're dumbass.
Why aren't you... You want to save money. You want to make your children's lives better. Stop fucking up! Stop!
It's incredible.
Stop putting money on a credit card that you don't have. Ricochet, stop pretending like you're a heel when you're just a douchebag.
That's true. He's too dumb not to stop talking.
Jesse, from the moment he got in this company, it has been failure after failure after failure. Can we chronicle this for like 10 seconds, please? Dude debuts in a fucking gauntlet match that, by the way, for those of you that keep forgetting, could have ended on the way to the ring, Jesse. It could have ended in the middle of the fucking ring. Anyway, he then starts doing the same flippity-flip matches that WWE had him doing. For more money, fine, we'll give you the victory, asshole. Then he fucking tries to join the Hurt Syndicate, and they're just like, nah, motherfucker, no.
They basically said, hey, you're a dork. Just dorky ass away from us.
So what did he
dork.
do to get over? He came up with a laugh.
He didn't even come up with it.
He just did it.
Black dudes have been doing an aha for years.
So once again, a light-skinned person stealing from black people. Got it.
Well, yeah, that's just horrible. Yeah. I think he took his book from Drake.
Yeah. But anyway,
he's a light-skinned dumbass.
Then you're
Stealing
put in
from
a
our brothers.
match
Yep.
for a belt that already existed.
Yep.
And
That
you
wasn't
beat-
his fault for the belt. That was
I'm,
somebody
no,
else
no,
run it.
I'm not even saying it's all his fault. I'm just saying let's chronicle this motherfucker's rise in AEW. And then your title reign is fucking useless.
Rise?
No one can.
What rise?
Hey, from nothing to wherever he was about 2 steps up. But anyway, and then
He just got a stepladder.
and then you lose it to the most useless fucking sack of shit in wrestling, Jungle Man Jack Perry. The dinosaur is the best part about this fucker's act.
Right.
And then you do the one thing that even Jim Cornette knows not to do. You see someone's bio, you learn information about them, and then you use it against them. You're a fucking mark for yourself. We're all marks in this room, but not for our own farts.
This dude's lame, bro. He's just lame.
I'm
I'm over him. He's
The
lame.
most over you ever were. They put a mask on you and they took a Puerto Rican pretending to be Mexican and fucking made him talk for you.
That was awesome. He just thinks all news is good news for him, even if
He
it's
must.
bad.
Leroy's fucking on the head.
He's like, oh, they're talking about me, calling me an asshole. Yes, I'm popular.
Bro.
No, you're not.
Bro, yes, he rightfully took...
Only because Twitter is a cesspool.
Well, yeah. But, like, okay, guys, look, yes, the guy has said some weird things, and he's had to admit that he was a bit of a homer from the beginning, but JD from New York is not exactly the person that the wrestling internet is looking to for much these days. And he won against Ricochet. How far you got to fall that JD from New York's got one up on
Well,
you?
he fucking made it easy to root for fucking JD against him. Because all JD said was, dude, this started the same thing I said. This started with one fangirl of yours.
Yeah.
Where you could have simply told her, and it actually would have been a beautiful internet moment. Instead, even in that, you came off like a stupid douche. And then all JD said was the same thing I said. JD, just admit you listen to us. Was,
That's fine.
hey, asswipe, the most people who are going to follow you to this company know you through WWE. I don't give a fuck what you hate about your run. You got fans because of them. Use that to your advantage.
Jesse, why do guys look back at their days as a Yankee and be like, it sucked? You were a Yankee.
You made your money. You were able to, even if you went after you won a championship elsewhere, right? Now you've made more money than you ever would have. Like he never did it, right? But there was always a thought, hey, if Joe Monaco went with the Twins, he might be a Yankee, right? Injuries took that away from him. But I always said, like, even if he did that, I don't think any Twins fan should hate him because he won one with you and then showed up to Yankeeville to make it a little easier to win one. That's fine. No one should hate on that guy's legacy for that. But Ricochet has made it like...
You went to the Yankees, then you signed with the fucking Cincinnati Reds, and you're pretending like everyone should treat you like you're still a Yankee.
It's disgusting. It's this. It's and all the other thing Ricochet said that I said, man, maybe what WWE did was protect us from your stupidity.
Well, no, it's interesting because Leroy, you and I talked about this off mic one time.
Yes.
Because you put it in the group chat when it happened. Jesse, let's go back to the night. I forget who the other guy in the ring was off the top of my head, but it was Drew McIntyre, and I think it was, I forget who. It might have been Jey Uso. And then Ricochet comes out, and then Ricochet said the line, "I didn't come to talk, I came to fight." And Drew just said that, well, then maybe you should shut the hell up. And I'm like, there was a little bit extra on that from Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
Maybe, unfortunately, Samantha's life wasn't made hell backstage because Samantha wanted to leave. Maybe it's because nobody could stand your fucking fiance at the time. Here's the thing, dude. Okay. Once again, this is me going back to Caleb Hammer because it's the most recent thing I've been doing. People do that on podcasts all the time, whatever. But here's the deal. Sometimes you just have to look at yourself and you have to admit what is real. Samantha, I don't fucking care anymore that people got, that people are saying, like, don't send death threats. That's obvious. Don't be fucking idiots.
Right.
But let me be
Those
very
people
clear.
are
Samantha,
respectful.
you need to go to your husband, just like my wife would go to me. And you need to fucking look at him and not defend him in sickness and in health and be like, shut the fuck up.
4 words.
Shut the fuck up.
4 words, but they're so important. Like, it's incredible.
Especially when they come from the love of your
Like,
life.
it's incredible how many times I get called an asshole for using those 4 words. And I keep telling people, I'm like, just because you have the freedom to speak doesn't mean you should. Shut the fuck up.
The amount of times,
And if he doesn't
the amount of
understand, he
times
should
that
get slapped in the head.
Jesse has unintentionally thrown bullshit my way because people look at me and say, "Well, Jesse told me to shut the fuck." I'm like, okay, so how long have you known Jesse? Okay, cool. When he says those words, has he ever minced them?
No.
So there's a reason he told you.
He's just saying it with love.
Well,
A harsh love, but he's saying it with love.
What I'm saying is, everything you are saying, like in a court of law, it's not going to work here for you. Like a good lawyer would do in court, as your aunt would know, shut the fuck up.
Or I'm gonna
As she would say, shut the fuck up, let me do my job.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Or you just take him outside and
The amount of
beat
people,
the hell out of him like
the
they do
amount
in
of
New York.
people that I know that
It's incredible.
the amount of people that I know that have come to me and didn't talk to Jesse for a couple of months because they told me the information that they told Jesse, and I'm like, you told that to Jesse Stowe and you thought he was going to give you sympathy?
No, shut the fuck up.
You literally admitted to Jesse Stowe that you haven't done anything about your situation in about 8 months.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Eight
never
weeks.
goes well.
8 weeks. Jesse might give you a little more fucking
give you some
wiggle room.
sympathy there, yeah.
But 8 months, you didn't do shit about your
No,
situation.
you get nothing from me. Not a damn thing. No.
I know not to tell Jesse certain things because I know what the response will be.
No, you ain't doing. You ain't trying to fix a problem for 8 months, bro. I can't talk to you. I get down on my own doldrums. I can understand that, but eventually I get back to I got to do something about it. But like you wait 8 months. In Ricochet's case,
I waited
you bitching about some shit from 2 years ago,
no,
and now you're trying to take it out on people on Twitter. Shut the fuck up!
You're
I'm not
trying
trying
to
hear
pretend
this shit.
like the death of Ricochet was when you signed with WWE, motherfucker. What?
Okay, no, he gave shit about being WWE, and then all of a sudden put a statement out there that's like, well, I had some good times in WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
You made a lot of money too.
Or
He was in WWE.
we can't say it, but Jesse can say it.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
But
there we
here's
go.
the thing. He was in WWE 5 years.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me this. He was in the top 5 of merch 10 times in that 5 years. So are you telling me, Ricochet, that all of it was bad? Even the money? Because you can give it back.
You know who is a professional wrestler right now? Let me repeat that.
I'll take it.
Do you know who?
Right.
do you know who is a professional wrestler in the world right now who is not bitching and moaning about taking Ricochet's spot, and basically he did? It's called Danhausen.
Well,
Danhausen gives no fucks.
he didn't really take it. Ricochet actually used to go out and have matches.
Well,
So I'm not gonna do that.
Well, no, Jesse. What I mean by is the flavor of the year.
The
flavor of the month.
The lower mid Carter,
Yeah.
sure, but Danhausen. Listen, Ricochet could have fit in WWE. I understand Vince didn't always book you that way, but there's also certain things you could have did. Like I understand, like Braun Strowman recently is talking about how the difference between this cooking show and WWE is sometimes I just got a shit script and I just went and did my job. Which everyone, like I told people, I'm like, hey, I think a lot of people, when Vince was there, felt that way. It's just like, listen, I don't like the script, but I'm going to go try to make it work.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. I'm considered one of the best in the business. That's why I'm here.
Well, it's funny. Randy Orton and John Cena both fucking said
Said the same
simultaneously,
fucking thing.
yeah,
Hey.
no, this shit sucked, but
Sometimes
let's
it
go.
sucked, but I was just like, all right, fuck it, let's go make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but that's it was the old, by the way, because you were one of Triple H's guys when you went to NXT. Why don't you ask him about eating the shit sandwich for 4 years?
You know,
Two, but yeah.
But still, Triple H would have been like, hey, in WWE, sometimes with Vince, you got to eat a shit
Well, that's
sandwich.
the thing, Jesse. It's not
It
like
sucks.
Jesse, the guy who has had the most famous shit burger from Vince McMahon
Right.
in the recorded WWE history.
Yes.
Other people had a lot more. We all
Right,
know
right,
that.
right.
Those books are great. But anyway, no, Jesse, the most famous shit eater is the boss.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he knows a little bit about this?
Right.
See, now I have a question.
For 2 years.
What
They buried him.
was
They tried to anyway.
He was dead.
He
I'm
was
thinking
done.
either Ricochet is just a complete dumbass, or Danhausen cursed him on the way out,
No, because
or something.
No, because Ricochet has been gone long enough. Danhausen wasn't on WWE's radar. All I'm saying is this, and by the way,
He was there when Danhausen was there.
and by the way, the top 2 reactions so far to Danhausen: CM Punk just dropping a 20, saying "Stay away from me," and Ethan Page going, "Nope, nope."
That was so, if he
Thank you, Pepsi Phil.
he saw all his
Coca-Cola Phil apparently.
he saw all his
Coca-Cola Phil.
Yeah, that's what he called him.
he saw all his independent and AEW history in one go. He's like, nope, leaving. The shoot is over.
Have you seen that?
Which one?
So good.
Ethan Page meeting Danhausen for the first time?
Oh, no, I gotta
since
check that out.
AEW, yeah. Oh, that was so good.
No.
I'll have to check that out. But
Ethan Page is doing a photo shoot. He says, "Let me do my pose." Puts his, finger to his face, and doesn't realize Danhausen has jumped into the photo next to him. And as soon as they take the, hold on. And as soon as they take the picture, Danhausen goes, "Ethan Page," slaps him in the back. Long time no see. Ethan Page stares at the ground, and then just goes, "Nope," and then walks off camera. Nope, not happening. Walks off.
All his trauma came back in one.
Now,
pack.
mind you, they are 2 of the best friends in the world outside of
Right.
wrestling. But no, Ethan Page's reaction, nope, not doing it.
I haven't heard any updates on Speed there. He's not doing too good. He got cursed.
Oh, so Speed. I love Speed.
What
for
are you
this.
talking about? He lost.
I know.
He
but
found out Danhausen can teleport.
bro? So,
But poor Speed.
okay,
I mean,
so you missed.
I hope things get better.
You don't watch Twitch, so I'll inform you. Okay.
I saw a couple bits of it. He's not doing too good.
I love Speed so much.
Speed is playing the part, baby.
So he tried to gamble, lost most of the money.
Yep.
Oh, really did? Oh,
Yep.
God. Oh, my God.
He was trying to hit on a celebrity female, right? And usually they play along and got nothing out of it. He's actually been doing a really good job on his streams with it.
Yeah,
and it's funny.
yeah.
And he's
Oh,
and
my God.
I think the last time, the third, I think that was last Thursday, he went, "The curse is real."
He's
But
he's
if
going to
you-
have to give Danhausen $20 human.
But if he,
Oh God, so good. So
he
good.
never told Candace he would remove the curse. He just asked for $20.
He just asked for $20.
And
yeah, yeah.
Candace gave him $20.
human
But no,
Okay.
Jesse, if you
To be honest, Candace, so did I.
But Jesse,
I got a photo out of it though.
right? But Jesse, you see what
Well, Johnny
happens.
sees a match
You
on
see
Sunday,
what happens
Saturday.
if you simply just look at people and say, "Can you just go along with the bit?"
Dude, when one of our favorite guys who probably helped us get started, I was almost going to say the Red Rifle, but the Red Rifle is fucking what's his face, the quarterback.
Red hair don't.
Red
count.
hair, don't
Thank
go?
you.
The loudmouth mercenary.
Yes, Loudmouth Mercenary himself. Understood.
I'm still a little hurt
When
from
you
that.
it just or even like with Orange Cassidy, when you work with the bit, boy, it can make you both a lot of money and do really good shit. But you got to be able to work with it.
Jesse, why is
By the way, I gotta say it. Shout out to the Bellas. They hadn't been cursed, but they believe he rubbed off on them. And I thought Nikki's acting in this segment was fucking brilliant.
Jesse,
Clone number one.
Jesse, Jesse, why is Joey Jet Avalon always in the old timer match in MAW? Because Joey knows who he's in the ring with, goes along with what they were good at, and Joey's a fucking top guy.
He was super hard on himself, which I wish he wouldn't because he's so fucking good.
He's
so fucking good.
He is so good. Yes.
The great ones are very hard on
They
themselves.
very hard on themselves.
I'll never forget the one line that Prince was like, "I don't know if this is a good record." I'm like, "You're motherfucking Prince, brother."
But I
You
think
can play every
so-
single
that-
goddamn instrument in the world.
I was gonna say sometimes that's the genius of somebody who's really good at what they do, but and when they're actually humble, it's because they're hard on themselves. Like, yeah, that wasn't good enough, man. I could do better. Not Danhausen though. Danhausen's very happy, very evil, very good, very evil. Lots of human monies. Number one, for everyone who thought just because things didn't go too well in Chicago, You're wrong already. You've been wrong. I told you were going to be wrong.
They were mad that that's all he did.
Yeah.
They know him in Chicago. He's been to how many cons in Chicago?
Cons, Ring of Honors,
He's there with Pepsi.
Danhausen.
Right.
Danhausen
Pepsi
came out, did and by the way, the fucking little poof, that was on brand. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah. Well, they've done it on Raw twice now where the lights have gone out. He quote unquote forgot where he was supposed to go. The lights come back up and you see him running away. I'm like, this is so on brand for Danhausen.
No. That was my favorite part, was that people were posting the fan videos of all the dancers didn't know what they were doing. No. This is on brand.
Yes.
See, you guys take something that might have been a mistake, and he uses that to his fucking ability.
It's brilliant shit, bro. Danhausen is brilliant.
I still hope the Miz actually figures shit out and works with him this
Mike
Friday.
is all about the long term, though. Mike is gonna.
Doesn't Danhausen have a match now on Friday?
I have not heard about a match yet.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay.
But all I'm saying is this.
Maybe they'll give him his debut at WrestleMania. That'd be fun.
Yeah, right? All I'm saying is this. Miz is all about the long game.
Right.
So Miz is going to slowly burn this curse. But once it happens, baby. Miz is going to... Miz might bring out... He might be bum-ass Miz.
Oh, God.
He might do it.
So Corbin did a really good interview with Chris Van Vliet recently. And so he told him, I don't think you understand. People really respected you doing the bum-ass Corbin bit. To actually commit to a bit like that week to week was pretty good. Because it was, I used to say, it's one of the best things on Raw. And then it moved to SmackDown. I'm like, seriously, this is one of the best things on WWE TV is bum-ass Corbin.
But now, Jesse, back to the point we were at. You want to know what the complete opposite of that is? Thinking you're doing a bit. Thinking that everyone's in on it, and then just being a fucking idiot.
Ricochet's dog shit. That's what I wanted to get at. If you're a performer out there, just listen. There are a lot of shit wrestling fans. We understand that. I seem to get into arguments with them all the time at cons. That's fine. You guys keep arguing with me. That's cool. Just remember to come to the table, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because I want your human monies. But here's the thing, right?
Yes.
There is no good reason to continue to quote-unquote troll when no one's, one, buying into the troll,
right,
and two, you just come off as an absolute unprofessional piece of shit at all times.
And by the way, to the point of Jesse's bringing this up, it also sucks when your boss is a fucking washed-out piece of shit.
Listen, with Tony Khan, because Dynamite's been fine recently, but I was, that story, like I said, I was just like, well, I guess once again, thank God for whatever TKO offered Vince, because yes, would I have preferred Disney? Absolutely, they were the best option.
Yeah.
But there is no way that the Saudis having it or Tony Khan having it would have been good.
Jesse, I tell people every time you're like, oh, I can't wait till this follows up. Well, nothing happened the week before. It's not because of a mistake. It's not because of a fucking outer entity. Ricochet wasn't on Dynamite after Revolution because Ricochet was not scheduled to be on Dynamite by Tony Khan's little fucking vanilla folder. He was on Dynamite 2 weeks later after all the controversy happened because Tony Khan had him scheduled to work Dynamite. How many times am I going to have to be the guy who says the words, Dynamite looks the way it does every week because Tony already booked it? He backs into things. It's like the people who liked my comment and agreed and understood the question that was asked. What happened to the Acclaimed? And my comment was, Tony Khan didn't know what to do with their natural getting over. And one person was like, no, it's because of Max Caster. I'm like,
Really?
Really?
Because of Max? Really?
Because of the, raps were a bit too much. I'm like, the raps weren't even that bad. He said a couple of things that were...
If AEW was supposed to be going for an attitude area thing, he was nailing it. So
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a little offensive.
Also, again...
Plus, he had a gay partner.
Also, again, Jesse, Jesse, the picking and choosing of the sickos is really getting annoying because somebody says something a little bit off color. Now Ricochet dug his own grave. Fuck that guy.
Right.
But someone says something a little bit off color and the fans are like, ooh. I'm like, oh, but Jon Moxley can go out there and bleed for fucking 18 fucking weeks in a row and you guys are just like, yay! Guys, MJF did something at that paper.
Somebody killed me the other day. They clearly anti-AEW. They're like, oh, all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes bleeds for a story and it makes sense. And here come the fucking WWE, you're good. Like, you guys are losers. The guy was just like, Vince was smart to move away from this fandom.
Never give in to you? Yeah.
He should have never tried to cultivate your kind in the first place.
Yeah.
But to move away from you once it was all sponsorships was smart. You guys are dumb.
Now, okay, I will say this. One thing that I think...
Girls show booby. Arf.
Boobies?
Hey, man.
Well, yeah, you're you, though.
Yeah, you're you.
I've kind of given up.
But yeah, Jesse... But yeah,
that's why I have the internet.
but yeah, no, Jesse. Now we're gonna move on to something that was brought up. I forget who brought it.
Mm-hmm.
It was either Stevie Richards or Maven. Someone brought it up, but it was WWE's not doing enough.
So I think
work.
Maven said WWE's in trouble.
Yeah.
And
that was Maven.
Yeah, Maven.
That was
Maven.
Maven.
Yeah. By the way, because he deserves this, because he's been doing a great job. Maven Huffman on YouTube really does a great job with his show. I'm actually a big fan.
Whether I agree with him or not, the show's pretty good.
But Jesse, okay, Sean McVay got hired years ago to be the Rams head coach. He's won a Super Bowl. They've been very successful. They draft well. They're a very well-run organization.
He's been to 2 Super Bowls with that team, but won one.
Yeah, but Jesse, one of the things he cultivated that I think is just based in fucking logic of forget science, forget this, forget that. People who've been on the sidelines like us. You got to build up a callus to play football.
Right.
You got to get ready to have someone knock your fucking brains out.
Right.
And there are more injuries happening in the NFL now because, unfortunately, and the WNBA is about to learn real quick what that's going to be like, is, Jesse, when the salaries get too high, ownership gets worried. And they start to sit there and say, I don't want you going all out for the Gipper unless it's like a Super Bowl situation. But unfortunately, that's not how sports works.
Right.
And wrestling in and of itself is a sport.
Right.
And Jesse, I think that what is starting to come out is you're going to get people hurt with less work just as bad, if not worse, than if they have more work.
Well, especially in sports, it's
you gotta find that happy medium.
And even in most NFL people will tell you there really is no such thing, but you can try. That's why in the NFL they have all these extra doctors now, where,
who's got better medical than the fucking NFL?
So one of Maven's points was like, well, the wrestlers aren't.
I do have his major talking points that he had.
Oh, no, I remember them.
We remember them. Yeah.
It's just so one of the big ones was these guys and gals don't seem to have chemistry because WWE doesn't do as many live events, which is partially true.
Which is why I think AEW a lot of times match to match can have better in-ring action. Because, like you said, a lot of these people have worked together for 15 years on the Indies. But, Jesse, the problem is that AEW's issue is nothing's interesting. Because it's all athletics.
Where Maven is right about sometimes the chemistry of it. He was wrong in his overall point to me. Because, yes, to me, he's actually wrong on the whole thing in this sense.
Okay.
They do work at each other's gyms a lot. They do get together to work on in-ring shit a lot, including going down to Orlando. So yeah,
but until you put 10,000 people in the stands,
which is fair, but you can learn to work a match together before those fans.
Yeah. Before
that, NXT is smart to continue to travel the Florida circuit, but then again, it's also smart for young wrestlers to learn the game.
Well, Jesse, we all know that NXT works like this. And I guess we'll take it from an NIL perspective. First of all, we're going to teach you how to get into shape for wrestling. Then we're going to teach you how to wrestle. Then we're going to teach you how to work, because those are two different things.
Right.
People mess that up all the time. Wrestling and working, two completely separate fucking things.
Different.
And I don't think people get that. And that's why I love great wrestlers giving back, because Shawn Michaels will tell you, I could do a backflip off the top rope, which not a lot of guys were doing at the time because it was the land of giants. But that's not what got me over.
No.
What got me over was the overselling,
Right.
or I guess the overworking
Right.
of the matches.
Right.
Again, when people are angry at you because your shit was too perfect, you won at life, brother. Like, we ain't got to talk to you anymore. But like, no. But so anyway, yeah. So you work out, you learn how to wrestle, then you learn how to work. Then you learn what it means to go on the road, know your call time, know what time you're on, how to prep. Because, Jesse, one of the hardest things that an athlete will ever figure out is, because unfortunately, folks, if you've never been in a locker room, you don't understand this. Your pre-game routine, as dumb or weird as people outside the world might think it is, if you go out there and you perform, it's not really that dumb.
No.
It's not really stupid.
No.
If you want to tell me that a guy who's hitting, if you want to tell me that Shohei Ohtani has this weird routine before a game where he like watches some weird ass video or listens to some song that is like just a classical music song, yada yada, I'm like, and then goes out there and does that,
then it's working.
I ain't questioning Shohei Ohtani worth the goddamn blood.
It's clearly working.
But that's how. But that's why travel matters to everyone, is you have to learn how to be ready, what to do. Because the one thing that, we've learned working backstage a lot is, don't matter that we're all cool. As soon as the lights go on, if you go too long, that's a warning, that's a fine, whatever the fucking, time that is you've done it. You got to be there on time. You got to be reliable. Look, if you have car trouble, you have car trouble. This is how, we're not paying for you to get here. We're paying for you to do the work.
Right.
So, like, that's something you can't control. That's something you call your buddy and make sure everyone's okay.
Right.
But if you're in the building and all of a sudden you have to go on in 10 minutes and, oh, by the way, your music's hit and you're not in the backstage area, that's kind of on you. That's a problem.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 30 minutes before they need you, that's when you take a piss.
Right.
That's when you take the
Right,
dump. You don't
right.
fucking do that 15 seconds before they
Right.
fucking hit your music.
Right.
You don't do that. But no.
No nerves can happen.
Well,
when you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to go. Charlotte's talked about that shit. Yeah.
Let a little in, let a little out. Anyway, but no, Jesse, like you said, I think Maven was wrong overall, but I think that it does bring up that question mark that would WWE, because this is the thing Vince always had over everyone else. When the lights were on, not a lot of stuff happened that took you out of the show.
No.
He made sure that was on point. And yeah, I think 300 days a year is insane.
No,
There's no badge of honor for that anymore.
The best thing, and that's why I think Maven's wrong. Because I'm like, the best thing Triple H did was shorten that shit, because he went through that, and there's no reason. Like, Sean said it. He was very proud that Triple H, Stephanie got to Nick Khan, and we're like, hey, let's create an employee app for our people.
If you want time off and
Right.
done.
Like, you not being home all year is fucking
That's
insane.
why I always said Jim Cornette never deserved hate for what he said about Becky getting pregnant, because he didn't fucking falter for wanting to be a parent.
Well, no.
What he said was, and this is a personal responsibility that you have to take on as a wrestler, if you're being given a quote $1 million slot, which is what she was making at the time, if you choose to give it up, don't be mad if you come back and it ain't there anymore.
All right.
Now, Becky was obviously the best they had, so she was fine.
Well, she was such a top star that whenever she came back, she was going to be fine.
I also think that this will never get talked about, but the way that Kana-chan sold the announcement.
that was real. But
here's the deal. That made people remember it, so when she came back, it helped. Asuka helped Becky in more ways than people know.
Well, because Kana's a mother. She understands.
Well, yeah. But that's the thing, Jesse, is that here's the thing. You have a personal responsibility as an independent contractor. If you are someone and you've paid your bills for the year, go home. Do what you want. Tell them I'll come back when I want to. But if you ask for time off and they grant it, if you're in the middle of a big story and they still grant it, know that could hurt you. Now, if you want to work through it, that's up to you.
Does everyone remember what the Good Brothers had initially said when they took those deals? They were like, hey, our biggest problem with Vince wasn't
not using us,
not
giving us tag titles,
but it was me traveling and then you saying you got nothing for me.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you didn't know that before I got on that fucking plane.
Because, Jesse, Japan's not that big. They didn't tell the Good Brothers to come to a small show outside of Osaka if they weren't on the card.
They used to tell their stars, like, hey, these shows, we won't need you, so you don't have to travel.
Oh, by the way, Jesse should have been right. It's not happening. Oh, well, Tony Khan's an idiot. MJF will be defending the title at Dynasty, even though there's no fucking reason 3 weeks later for him to be defending the title. Anyway, we'll get to that later when we get to Dynamite.
Against Kenny Omega.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay.
A guy he should probably be maybe considered losing to. I don't know.
Anyway. But yeah, no, we have to get to Dynamite because even though the rating was somewhat up, I got questions. We'll get to that later. But no, so Jesse, you disagree with Maven as a whole.
Yeah.
Because you think that, but unfortunately, I think Jesse, and for Maven saying it was weird to me, not because I don't respect what Maven did in the time he worked. It was because he wasn't one of the guys who made $1 million off of doing it. Well, going back to 300 makes no sense.
So that was my big thing. It has nothing to do with the fact that he had to do it, right? For me, it was just more like, I think you old timers have been wrong about this for like 15 fucking years. And I can tell you've been wrong about it because a lot of those guys who became stars after coming off the independent scene AJ probably could physically clearly could probably go till he was 55. Mentally he had enough, but he had done it for so long, always traveling, always doing shit. Like, and yes, you know, that's how wrestling gained its popularity, especially when, you know, Leroy was younger and watching it coming up. But nowadays, because of social media and shit like that.
Well, the caveman matches were okay, but.
Well, but you're right. But basically what I'm saying is like, there's literally no reason now for any wrestling company. Like I said, with AEW, when they were doing the weekend shows, I was like, you should. I'm like, they definitely should. For a minute, it actually made the matches better because they were gaining some chemistry. But I'm like, if you do the house shows are supposed to be the thing where you work out the kinks and you can also gain that camaraderie. But you don't have to do like what Maven was a SmackDown exclusive, but they still had a house show Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Does anyone notice that the wrestlers today seem to not have as many mental issues, not have as many bad relationships as they did in those days? Has anyone noticed that
you get to go the fuck home?
Has anyone noticed that Alexa Bliss also married a B-list celebrity, and for some strange reason they seem to be just fine together because WWE said, "Oh yeah, we got nothing for you. Stay home an extra 4 months."
Right.
Don't just come to fucking Raw for whatever fucking reason.
And they'll pay you. WWE now will pay you for that.
Yeah.
And by the way, like so as I brought up earlier, that was a Good Brother Soul thing. Like, well, listen, if you bring me back, you're gonna give me the larger salary. Can you just promise me that you got nothing for this month? So let me know so I can sit at home with my family. Triple H's like, yeah, that's fine.
And they were like, Hunter,
that's all we needed. Thank you.
Because Jesse, again. And by the way, I want to point something out. The reason why we use New Japan as an example is because, unfortunately, the sickos.
New Japan right now is actually the only one that still travels a decent amount.
Well, that's my point. That's my point. But I'm gonna set this up.
Yeah.
The reason why we bring up New Japan all the time, and I have Jesse explain it to you guys, is because so many fans, especially the sickos, they want to pretend like New Japan is like the quote-unquote pinnacle. And if that's your favorite, that's fine.
Right.
But understand something. There is what you've built New Japan up to be, and then there's what Jesse and actual Gaijin fans know New Japan is. And Jesse, New Japan isn't match after match after match after match after match. New Japan isn't, it's all about the wrestling. No. The wrestling, Jesse, if you build a character, they're going to make you do character work.
Yeah.
My favorite part is, everyone talks about the joke wrestlers in AEW, and I'm like, Yeah, but then they go 15 minutes and their whole joke gimmick goes to fucking shit.
Right.
And then New Japan's got Yano and they're like, well, we know he's not Okada. We know he's not Shinsuke. We know he's not the Ace. But you know what?
You got 8 minutes to be entertaining, buddy. Go out there and do it.
And he does it.
And he does it. Like, it's a very simple formula, man. It's an understanding.
It's just, Jesse, whether it's the booking, it's the ring, it's the in-ring, it's the storytelling, it's the history. They perverse New Japan so much.
It is probably the worst thing about AEW. You don't have to fucking do 15-minute matches every week on TV. Like,
Blake Christensen was not the problem.
No.
When it came to the match against Will
Ospreay.
Ospreay.
He should have just
Will
beat him in 7 minutes.
showing everyone that he's perfectly healthy, perfectly healed, capable of everything. Night one against a guy that meant nothing. That was the problem.
Right.
If he had just gone out there and fucking hidden bladed him from the start,
right,
and then cut the promo that he did, I wouldn't have cared.
Here's the problem. And here's the
But
other
he went
problem.
20 minutes with the guy.
I told people, here's the other problem with AEW too, right? Because Tony Khan doesn't really fucking understand booking, you allow the wrestler to mostly make the decision. Well, of course he's going to make the decision, go out and try to show he can do everything.
Because, Jesse, unfortunately, this crop of wrestlers that work in AEW, Jesse, I think what bothers me the most, and I would love to say this to a lot of the talents there, even some of the ones that we've met, Jesse, they're probably just as bad as the sickos in the sense of, I don't think you understand that Misawa was, yes, one of the best in-ring talents there was. But Jesse Misawa wasn't doing 20-minute matches every fucking show.
Dude.
There was no reason. Inoki would have slapped him.
I told people, I'm like, they saved the 60-minute classics with Okada for like 2 to 3 big shows a year. Most of the time, if he had a mid-title defense that you knew he wasn't going to lose, he retained in like 10 minutes, bro. Like, it was a good match.
Now, he had to work harder than he's working in AEW right now because that was the style.
But still, he were retaining like 12 minutes, nigga. And it was still a really good match. But Okada won you like, hey, that guy's the man. But that was the whole point.
You want to know what's funny? It's recently come back out because some people have found it on the internet. Now it's coming out on TikTok. You want a match that was a great opener, that was an amazing display of in-ring storytelling, great action, 2 of the greatest of all time, and was 8 minutes? Oh, yeah, Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it was fucking phenomenal.
8 minutes, but that match is legendary.
It's phenomenal.
I looked it up. Typical matches, when they're not on TV with WWE, are 10 to 20 minutes, depending on what it is.
Because it's television!
The television matches, 5 to 10 minutes, unless it's a title match.
It's television!
So, of course, we had
But pay-per-views, they do go a little bit longer,
we had
which
2
is
weeks
fine.
ago on Raw, we had, of course, Dragon Lee answering the open challenge. But I had no problem with Triple H going, you got 3 commercial breaks. Go for it, boys.
And
because
God.
you know those 2 have chemistry, and they're going to do some incredible shit. I need you guys to mostly hit this beats and Penta retains. Otherwise, go for it.
Triple H is a talent. He's not going to micromanage every talent, especially when he knows, like Jesse said, these 2 know what they're doing.
Right. Go out there, do your shit. I'm going to give you guys 2+ commercial breaks and go do what you do. And guess what? Everyone was talking about that match for a week and a half. Though, in hindsight, I don't like people going, they had an AEW match. I'm like, nah. Because in AEW, the guy that lost means nothing the next week. Dragon Lee is still circling around that title.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of that fucking match. So, like, yeah, no, So if I agreed with that last week, I apologize. No, they had something better than an AEW match because AEW still does qualifier fucking eliminator matches. I mean, Vince did qualifiers, but they'll do these.
Well, but Vince also didn't do it. But no. Vince just did the whole. Here's a non-title match.
Well, he did.
You beat the champion.
No,
you get
remember,
the damn
because
thing.
remember, Charlotte wrestled twice to compete to be number 1 contender.
Yeah.
Which was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But he wanted Charlotte to mostly work the show because she was so great.
You know what he should have done is he should have had Charlotte wrestle a match and then give her the number one contendership through an authority figure the next fucking
That's
Monday.
right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That would have been perfect.
God, Vince's booking. By the way, Tony, like if he wasn't lying all the time, I don't want to take up TV time, but they mention your name all the fucking time about matches.
Not to mention the fact, Jesse, Christopher Daniels still works here. Christopher Daniels still works here. Christopher Daniels has never officially been stripped of his EVP.
No, now he's half a manager now for The Boys and like Red Velvet.
Yeah. But Jesse, where is Jay Lethal? Oh yeah, he's wrestling in Maple Leaf Wrestling. He's wrestling in Maple Leaf Pro.
It's ridiculous.
Congrats on Scott, by the way, for getting that TV deal.
Yes,
that's big for him.
That's huge. They're going to be a really cool company to watch.
Yeah,
coming up here.
Now, anyway, but no, Jesse. Before we get there to Dynamite, because again, questions. Why do we hate Sami Zayn all of a sudden?
Listen, it wasn't a clean win.
No.
There's some questions now. Yes, would it be better if this did end in a triple threat instead of just a one-on-one? Sure.
Which it still could. There's 3 weeks.
I'm about to say there's like 3.5 weeks to go, guys. Chill.
With the person they've built Carmelo Hayes into, the attitude, this and that, you don't think he's going to take these 3? You really think Carmelo Hayes is just going to sit at home for 3 weeks and then after WrestleMania ask Trick what he did?
Yeah, no.
Nah, bro. I got 10 minutes on SmackDown this week. Yes. I'm going to ask him now.
I know it was announced as a one-on-one, and I'm like, guys, give it a couple weeks, man.
Carmelo doesn't have something to say about this?
They're trying to build a story here. They are building a story.
Not to mention that, did you see Nick's face? He knows that Trick didn't deserve the shot, but he gave it to him.
Yeah. No, like I told you, I'm like, there's a good chance this does end up as a triple threat.
And why
which
not?
Which is going to be fucking fire. And by the way, he's only going to be a transitional champion. But I don't know how you don't have Sami Zayn on your WrestleMania card either. So I think this was, booking-wise, this was a good, happy medium.
And by the way, I swear to God, internet, listen to our show. Listen to our show. You want to know why? Because these 2 motherfuckers over here told you last week, even though I suggested it, and it was more of a funny thing, but these 2 guys fucking ripped me for it, and I deserved it. Just because he doesn't have a match this year because Rey Mysterio got hurt does not mean that Gunther needs to just all of a sudden jump into fucking his buddy.
No.
3 weeks? No.
Ray's not healthy. You hold him off.
He's doing commentary for AAA right
Gunther. No, not Ray.
No, we were talking about Gunther, but yeah, Ray's doing the commentary.
Gunther misses a WrestleMania due to an injury. Okay. Gunther is a respectable man of the sport. He gets it. Gunther would probably look at Triple H and say no to, oh, by the way, we're just going to give you Ilya versus Gunther in 3 weeks.
I think.
Nope.
I think smartly.
I would love that, but no.
I think smartly because of everything, and God rest his soul, because of what happened with Wyndham and Bobby. He's like, I would rather you just not be on the card than that happen.
Yeah.
Because that was the case of a guy just not being healthy to do it. Because they wanted to do Bobby versus Wyndham versus Bray.
Yeah.
Originally, apparently, they were trying to sell it to Brock, but Brock was like, I like Bray, but I don't want to do spooky stuff. Okay, fine.
It's not Brock's thing.
He's not. Even with the Undertaker, he didn't sell fear per se, but yeah. But yeah, you're not. I'm not gonna put even it's like so. Even if they move the Andre the Giant thing to Mania, right?
Yeah.
And they let Gunther win it. Okay, well at least you got him on the card. But I'm like, unless they're gonna do that, I wouldn't even have Gunther on the goddamn card.
He'd be a 2-time champion under that, right?
I don't know if he's won it before. No,
he has not won that.
He has not won it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You can look it up, but I'm pretty sure he's never won the Andre thing.
I swear Gunther won the Andre the Giant battle.
Jey Uso did. I know Bobby won it twice, but
Big Show, Cesaro.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of Cesaro?
Cesaro won it once though.
Right. No, Gunther's mostly been in singles matches.
Yeah. So if you're not going to do that, hold him off of TV for now. Until you have something to use him for. Remember, he already killed Dragon Lee, so we're good with that. That story's done. He beat the shit out of Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee waited 2 weeks, came back to get an Intercontinental title match. It's fine. Go through the main eventer. So like that's a done deal.
He's not hurt by it.
Right. So it's fine.
Tony Khan would have fucking been like, all right, you're out there. I'm going to throw some fucking no-name dude on this.
Throw some dude from Ring of Honor at him. Like, just so he can have a match? Guy, no.
It hurts.
You're trying to sell tickets. No. Oh, God, it's so weird, man. Michael Cole just said it.
Hey, the Twins are on pace for a 1-161 record. Let's go. Fuck the Poleads.
Wait, didn't they win the second game of the year?
Nope.
They won their first. I thought they won their home opener, didn't they?
Who gives a shit? We want them to lose every game. Don't be a fucking idiot.
I'm just saying. I think.
Who gives a shit about the victories?
Guys, real quick. I know this isn't wrestler related, but I hate to tell you guys, baseball is not going to interfere to make the Poleads sell.
I don't care. I don't need baseball to interfere.
Need
I just need the fucking Poleads to realize there's 8 people in the stands. Don't you fucking dare pay for this.
Oh, I wouldn't pay to get tickets there anyways.
Don't go.
Guys, listen, man.
Maybe they'll all die, and then
right now,
you
guys. Right now, what
they're rich. They don't die.
Right.
Have you seen the president?
Right now, well, he'll die soon.
That's fair.
But right
Somebody
now,
will kill him.
You guys are in the same sense that the Washington Commanders were. What you need is someone else who goes, yeah, let me help these fans. I'll buy the team. Because as
somebody was trying to do that, and
if somebody does that, I'll believe in a God.
Because
he's there, don't worry.
There's probably some billionaires who wouldn't mind. Yeah, the taxes in Minnesota are high, but
they're billionaires, they don't get taxed.
True. I mean, why don't the Wolves just do it?
I think they tried. The Poleads are just fucking morons.
Like the Wolves should.
I don't
just
think
do
they
it.
tried.
Because they could take over the payments of the
Look,
baseball
the owner of
too.
the Wild is a minority leader in the Twins right now. I'm sorry, his team's doing pretty well. And if it wasn't for that shitty NHL system where in the first round the Wild got to face the second best team in the fucking NHL.
That's what it is right now?
Okay, the top 8 teams
I know.
So
yeah, I know how the playoffs work.
No. The NHL's different.
I know. They're weird.
The NHL doesn't work. 1 faces 8, 2 faces 7. The Wild are the first wild card spot. They get the second place in the division, which is the Stars. So we got to have the Wild take on the second best team in the NHL in the first fucking round. And then in the second round, they may have to face the fucking Avalanche.
Yeah.
The Wild are the third best team in the fucking Western Conference. They got to face the second best team in the Western Conference because they're all in the same division.
Yeah, they definitely have to.
The NHL and NBA have that all divided is terrible.
No, the NBA is just 1-8. And the NBA is just a 1-8.
It's trash.
They're fine.
It's trash.
But anyway, no.
NHL needs fixing.
But anyway, no. Jesse, Tony Khan doesn't get it. Working guys over and over again doesn't get them over.
That's really the main problem.
Jesse, once again, Tony pretends he watched the territories. Fuck that. I believe that as much as I believe that the sun fucking ends up in a fucking hole at the end of each day.
I do believe he went to the ECW shows.
He clearly wasn't paying attention.
Well, he clearly wasn't paying attention.
No, if he was actually watching that, he actually would have a good show.
But then he also sits there and talks about, we love what New Japan is doing. You're not doing New Japan!
Because stealing from Paul Heyman would do you a lot of good.
Oh, yes. Because, Jesse, how exactly does a top main event feud work in New Japan? Take us from the start, shall you? Very quickly. I'll give you about 30 seconds.
Guy qualifies.
Okay.
Sometimes by beating the champion in a tournament. Has to deal with, if it's a heel champion, has to deal with the faction. For babyface champion, they usually do a lot of tag matches. And then usually a few weeks later, you get... Oh, they're already talking about Best of Super Juniors 2026.
Yes, they are.
I guess
States, May 14th.
It's that time of year.
May 14th.
New Japan Cup just happened. And then, of course, it'll be the G1. The best fucking wrestling tournament in all of the world. And then they face the champion at a big show like 4 weeks later. But there's a lot of story told. Pre-interview, pre-match interviews, which are also promos, and then post-match, because of course they do the interview style after the match, but that's also promo time. So while it's different than America,
so they don't wrestle 4 times before they wrestle for the belt.
most of the time the champ and the contender, even in those tag matches, do not touch a lot. Yeah.
Tony Khan just gave you. Tony Khan is like, I'm gonna have my champion and his challenger wrestle in a tag match and go through a fucking collar and elbow tie up, push off, knockdown, drop down, leapfrog, and they're gonna do all of this in a tag match 2 weeks before the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And I'm like, I don't care anymore because I watched it. And everyone's like, well, that's because Vince made you do it. I'm like, no. Because the human brain, when they see something once, isn't as excited the second time. Why do you think people don't like why do you think the NBA pretty much kind of makes it so that there isn't a repeat champion?
I tell people,
why do you think people hated the Patriots dynasty?
I know. The only reason...
Well, Jesse hated it for certain reasons.
Because I'm also from New York. But
and you're a Jets fan.
And I'm a Jets fan. And he tortured me for 20 years. But here's the thing. The other thing here is this, right? The one time I gave him credit with the Brody King thing was because that was kind of fresh and has only been done a few times where a guy destroys a champion in a non-title match.
And then they went 20 minutes and MJF pinned him clean.
Yeah.
Didn't even give Brody an out.
Didn't really give Brody an out at all.
But again, no offense to Brody, he's been raised in an indie scene that wasn't the territory days where everyone is just happy to be there half the time and no one thinks about their overall person. There's nothing wrong with being selfish.
At least a little bit, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Jesse's band sitting there and not taking every gig that says, hey, we're going to put you on the stage, but you're the first band every time?
Yeah, no.
You can't do that. If it's a tour that's paying you good money, yeah, you signed on for it.
Yeah, appreciate it, but
yeah, don't get me wrong. A Sleep Token asked the Cat Day to be an opener. Yeah, of course I'm going to do it because I know we're going to make good money and get the exposure. I'm not going to lie, and this is going to make some people offended. If fucking Escape the Fate asked me to open, nah, nigga, I'm good. I'm at least. I know my band is at least better than 2 of the bands you got on the tour.
Jesse,
we might not have the name, but I know we're gonna put on a better show.
Hey, Jesse, the band that you and I are both kind of mildly obsessed with right now just announced their first headlining tour in North America. President.
Yeah.
The 2 bands that they're bringing on. I know this is not going to be a crazy tour because President's got a fucking EP out. That's it. They're like,
right.
They don't have. I'm enjoying the EPs.
I know they're working on. Because they just put out a couple new songs. So I know they're working on some more new shit.
Right, yeah. But Jesse, President's not going to bring Body Snatcher. They're going to bring a couple. Just some bands they're trying to come up with.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But Jesse, you wouldn't. You tour with Sleep Token because
it's probably going to mostly be an arena, so I'm going to get exposure.
Yeah.
So I don't mind as they're walking in, they hear us seeing us put on a great show. If it's Escape the Fate, listen, unless you're bringing another studio band, we should open for you 2, no one else. Ronnie, sorry, I'm not opening that 6-band show. We're got to be slotted 3rd. I'm sorry, buddy.
Right.
Because those first 2 bands are going to get jealous that we're out showing them, and it's not going to go well. So, but that's understanding what you're capable of.
Ted Nugent didn't tour with Van Halen after that first tour ever again. He loves those guys, gives credit to them. Didn't want to follow them.
Steal the fuck when somebody's that good and you know you're not putting on that kind of a show. Yeah, you don't do that shit ever again. If you're supposed to be the star.
Nobody wanted to follow Twisted Sister when they were at their hype.
No one follows. Slipknot asks, you're like, so before you or before the band before you? Because there is no going on after you. That doesn't exist. When you see 9 motherfuckers, that pyro and all that shit, I'm telling you, Ozfest 2002 were like, what the fuck did we do? Sorry. I think the story is Ozzy went up. It was like, sorry, you should have went on before me, because I'm gonna play for 2.5 hours. They were so good, they pissed off every other band on that show. They were so fucking good. But that's understanding what you're capable of and being a little
Jesse,
selfish.
no band alive is dumb enough to say to themselves, if they have any real sense, oh yeah, we'll go on after Metallica.
No, that's just stupid.
You don't go on after Metallica.
No. You go on at least a band or two before them.
Jesse.
At least a band before them.
Jesse, when they were making Ozzy's last tour, Back to the Beginning, of course, obviously Black Sabbath was going to end after Ozzy.
Right.
So it went Black Sabbath closed. Ozzy was going to go before them. Metallica. Then they slotted everyone else in.
That's right.
But nobody went after Metallica before Ozzy.
That wasn't Ozzy, right?
No!
That does not happen. You're that legendary. No, that does not fucking happen. So, and plus you're not making their money. So that's the other thing. So
Metallica goes, oh, you want to go on after us? Okay, we don't need you.
I'd be like, good luck. Ain't nobody gonna be left. When we're done, no one gives a shit about your band after we leave.
After you've seen Metallica, unless you're there for Ozzy and Black Sabbath. After Metallica plays, what else is there to do?
They're going home. Oh, that band sounds as heavy as the first band. Don't care. We're leaving. Metallica already played. I'm leaving.
Even Dave Mustaine, through all the shit he's done.
They did the Big Four tour. Dave Mustaine was upset that Anthrax went on before Metallica. It was like, well, yeah, because Anthrax, I love Megadeth's music, even though I don't like his singing, never have. Oh, Anthrax puts on a better show. And Metallica's Metallica.
And Slayer is, well, Slayer.
I'm like, Slayer.
But they've never been as big as Metallica. They know that.
I'm like, Slayer opening a couple of those shows was a kindness, nigga. Because Slayer could probably close those shows.
Yeah.
That was a kindness. They were being humble, which they did not have to do. That was being kind.
They are for the original lineup and even the last lineup with Gary Holt.
Yeah.
Four of the humblest motherfuckers ever. And I'm
they
like,
really are sweet guys.
You're fucking Slayer.
Kerry King, like he said, like I just liked writing shit about like the devil. I didn't always believe in it, but he's like, I saw it when I was young, and I saw people getting scared about it all the time. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Tony Iommi's famous line to Ozzy was, because they rehearsed across the street from an old movie theater in their hometown in the UK, and he goes, "Isn't it weird that people pay money to go to the movie theater to get scared?" Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't know.
But anyway, Leroy, before we get into Dynamite, how are you feeling about the build-up to WrestleMania? We got 3 weeks left. I always like to ask you this before we get to WrestleMania. Is it a bad build-up, or is it like middle of the road? Because, by the way, to me at least, the crowds the last couple of weeks have been really well done. They've been hot crowds.
Oh, yes. No, I think the main events, which the main events is what sells WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That is doing wonderful. I mean,
I don't think you could have a bigger main event caliber stuff right now in WWE. They're using the best main eventers they have right now.
Oh God, yes. I mean, and Cody and Randy are getting physical.
The only negative I will give Cody and Randy, I wish they would have just listened to Jesse, because I think it would be so much better. Don't get me wrong, Randy and Cody, it's still going really well. I'm still enjoying it, but man, for Randy to have done that beatdown, still stay face, and let Cody dissolve into the fucking heel persona would have been better. But don't get me wrong, Randy Orton can still pull off 2009 Randy Orton. That's not a problem.
That brawl was not very good to me.
But then what?
Well, the brawl was an issue because it was like the third time that WWE's had security run out to break people up in the last like 2 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, but you know what? Also, well, and actually, this is another argument I had on the internet, which a lot of people agreed with. Don't give me this bullshit that WWE's overdoing the security thing. AEW is doing the same shit.
They do it all the time.
Everyone's got a problem right now with they're just having security run out there for everything. Let someone beat someone down and let someone leave. Like, just let it happen.
But yeah, no, the
Unfortunately, Kenny Dykstra never got this much TV time when he was in the Spirit Squad.
That's
poor guy.
Yeah, right?
I like Kenny, too.
No, the limited amount of physicality they have between Roman and CM Punk is good.
Well, that's what made Raw so good.
The way they ended it, where you put him through tape and CM Punk is laying there laughing.
The best part about that, I told people, the physicality took it over the top.
Oh, yeah.
He's listening to Crash Out Jay. Talk about a flip of dynamics.
Yeah.
It is. And I think
Roman never did that.
No.
Roman never did that.
And
which means that...
That's why Punk laughed.
Which means Punk is getting what he wants.
Yep.
But also, Punk refuses to... Well, actually, no. Punk is also admitting Roman got to him.
Because Punk said it in his promo. He was like, hey, when the Usos came out, I deserved to get pushed down. I deserved to get beat up. But it was funny. Right message, wrong messengers.
And Jesse, how funny it is that when you're creating an entertaining dynamic, it's funny. You set something up, then you do it.
Right.
Who's the real? See, the problem here is everybody sat there and they talked shit because it was like because you hadn't seen the follow up yet because you're so fucking TikTok related. It's funny. It's funny. I got TikTok and I don't have that attention span. It's really weird. But anyway, he says, "Who's the real tribal chief?" Fans immediately go, "Oh, this storyline again. We did this 3 years ago. Blah blah blah." And then they do that. Yeah. Oh, it's almost like now we're giving you what you wanted 3 years ago.
Right.
And the building of the
why the fuck would Roman listen to Jay?
Yeah.
That's going to be the interesting conversation tonight.
But the building of the undercard, the other matches they're going to have, the women's titles and everything, they're doing a good story with that. But also,
Am I the only one who?
They're doing a good
I don't want to interrupt you,
teasing
but
other matches too.
But I've been wanting to ask you this question for like the whole week. Am I the only one who's not listening to the crowd when Jade and Rhea are out there? Because the crowd seems to be reacting to this a lot better than the internet.
The crowd doesn't mind it because they love Rhea.
Yeah.
But they're also reacting properly to Jade.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, guys, remember, Jade Cargill sucks when the crowd doesn't react at all.
Right.
When they boo, unfortunately, that's the reaction they're going for.
That's the reaction.
But the problem with you guys is that you're so stuck in this fucking sicko world of we have to cheer him, then we have to cheer him, then we have to cheer him. Everyone's an athlete. Yay. No! No!
I think the weird part really about that last one was the dynamic of talking over each other. In pro wrestling, it can work very well if it comes off as they're not caring about a script. This is shoot, right?
Right.
Yeah, and they do
That's
that.
not what happened. I think BFAP felt a little rushed because of the booing.
Yeah.
Instead of letting the moment kick. But that's okay. She'll learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's there. But, I mean...
Because remember, Triple H's most famous words to Stephen Amell, slow it down.
Right.
Slow it down. Did anybody watch Jacob Fatu react to the whats? Nope. Jacob stayed with the flow. He got to the point. And then it was weirdly, right? They were cheering by the end of his fucking promo.
Mm-hmm.
And booing the shit out of Drew.
I will admit to what has been happening, though, in WWE recently. Somebody in WWE, maybe Bruce Pritchard, is a child, found out what fuck around, find out means.
I know!
And now they're using it on every show.
That Fatu's shirt was horrible.
Yeah, that shirt.
I don't.
bad.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was. I normally don't get mad at shirts, but that was a bit much.
I was like, this is that cringy right now.
Yeah, but anyway, no. Jacob Fatu has a rhythm, has a flow. Stone Cold fucked up the audience for the rest of all eternity.
Yeah.
What?
And Steve has apologized for that.
What?
I agree with the sign from AEW. Can we get rid of the what chant?
What?
Alexa Bliss is still the best break of it I've ever seen in my life because she fucking fucked with everybody in that arena. She was great.
Yeah.
But
What? We'll see him on Monday. We'll see him tonight too.
But it's just no, guys. The main event, as Leroy said, is going really well if you just let it happen. B-Fab is learning. Unfortunately, it's WrestleMania season, and yes, when you're a smart fan, you don't want people to learn during WrestleMania season. Oh, fucking boo-hoo, well. But if you're like us, which is weird because even though we know everything, we still just enjoy the show.
Right.
And unfortunately, everyone's like, then how can you not watch AEW? I don't know, Jesse. Why would I not enjoy schizophrenic bullshit every fucking week?
I can tell you why. Because it hurts your brain. It hurts
Yes.
your fucking brain.
And you remember the teens when Vince called you stupid.
Correct.
It's not that fucking
It's
hard.
really not that hard.
If they booked AEW,
We're going to do a fucking side project, Jesse, and we're going to put it on our YouTube, and I'm going to show you booking from AEW, and you're just going to find the same thing Vince did in the 20-teens.
No,
Won't be that hard.
It won't be hard.
if Tony or somebody would help him book AEW better,
He won't listen.
It doesn't matter. He won't listen.
I understand, but if in a miracle world he did listen, he could put on a show that does
He
get
starts
closer to
so
a million.
many interesting things, and I will say that I am always hyped by AEW. The problem is 2 weeks later they don't care, so I stop caring.
Right.
A band fucking comes out with a record. It's great. It's amazing. They're happy with it. The world is happy for like a week because it's a name only. If the band gives up on it because the fans give up on it, why the fuck would I keep caring?
Right.
But if they still love it and they explain why they did it, I can appreciate the artistry of it.
Right.
Or the time where he gives you a match that should be on a pay-per-view where you need to pay for it. He gives you it on free TV.
I could never
for
forgive
no apparent reason
doing
whatsoever.
Daniel Bryan and the King himself.
Nigel?
No.
Oh, Kenny?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Mr. Kazi Nade,
Ah.
Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah.
And a
Suzuki
pre-show for free.
on a fucking YouTube show.
And they cut the music.
Go fuck yourself. I can never forgive that.
It makes no sense. If you give somebody a match like that on
Also,
a
Jesse,
TV show...
Also, Jesse, when was Daniel Bryan's G1 match?
I didn't have one.
Never had it.
But it's
That's what
okay.
he told Vince. Vince is probably like, I should have just fucking forcefully resigned you for your own protection. For your own protection.
Yeah. But you can have that pay-per-view style match on a show
When
if you do it
want
right.
things and you leave for it and you don't get it, and then you just pretend like you never asked for these things, which, by the way, is about 8 different AEW wrestlers right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that information. Am I supposed to just blindly be happy about something for you all day?
I roast people like that.
Yeah.
Because that's what you deserve.
Daniel Bryan's words were, I wanted to do the G1. I remember the interview.
Never did it.
Ricochet wanted to be part of more interesting shit. That didn't happen. You're in the
absolutely
same place.
Now you're just a noxious heel.
I'm sorry. Where was this brand new title that Tony, introduced and gave you for the inaugural time? Where is that in the hierarchy of the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship?
Oh, it's below it.
Exactly.
That's like the European title right now.
in
It's
the
below
bottom.
it.
Adam Cole left to be with his friends. Well, now he's fucking hurt from doing stupid shit.
And is he ever going to come back?
Meanwhile,
Probably not.
Adam, you cut your hair, you talk for Keith Lee, you're both on TV. Vince realizes you can talk better than anything. He lets you wrestle. He realizes, oh shit, it's working. He puts you out there. That's option A. Option B, you waited 8 months and Triple H was in charge. You two are broken up because you super kicked Keith Lee to the fucking moon, and all of a sudden the Undisputed Era is on Raw.
I keep telling people, the smartest person
That would have worked.
The smarter person from Black and Gold, it seems to be, is Johnny Gargano.
Yep.
He says, you know what?
I'll go be a dad for 6 months.
I'm going to go be a father. I'm going to go raise my kid.
I had enough money. I'm going to go to Disney World 3 times a fucking week. I was living in Orlando.
Tax-free.
It's true.
And then next thing he knows.
Still getting paid.
Next thing he knows, he's like, wait, my guy's in charge? Chubbs, got any ideas for me? He's like, I got a couple.
You know what's funny? It was weird when I first saw it, and then I thought to myself, him going back to NXT was the most brilliant way to further the story.
Yeah, it's just for the story.
Yeah, he's not winning the belt.
He's not going to win that belt. I can tell you he's not going to win that belt. He's not back in NXT to win that title.
And by the way, even if he does, you don't think they're not going to have him lose it in the dumbest way possible and just make it hilarious?
I'm like, if he does, he probably defends it on main roster. That elevates that title.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I'm like, listen, if you ask me the third most important championship in WWE, I know some people will say Intercontinental. I'm always like, no, it's the NXT World Championship. Then it's the Intercontinental. Because I've seen the NXT World title defended on fucking WWE Mainstay TV and pay-per-view now.
It has a few times.
Vince actually did it, to give him credit. I'm shocked he did it. But I'm just like, hey, it's a pretty important fucking title.
And it's been on TNA.
By the way, WWE, so directly to William Regal, to Shawn Michaels, to Triple H, to Abyss, to Molly Holly, who should know this personally. Sign Lady Luck. What are we waiting for? Let's just do it. She can cancel the rest of her things.
She's doing awesome.
I want you guys to give her $80,000 a year because I promise you, when she gets her merch, it's gonna be worth it because kids are gonna fucking buy it.
Oh,
as I said, I was trying to say hi to her.
Lainey, my girl, go into a meeting with fucking Sean or Robert Stone, who's now officially the official GM. By the way, I knew he was gonna get that because he's fucking great at it.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
But no, walk into Sean's office and just be like, well, I have this idea for an entrance. Okay, it's gonna be sort of ravey. Okay, and I'm gonna wear a unicorn head.
Sold.
Can we sell the unicorn head? Well, it's kind of just a basic unicorn head.
And you
Done.
know what?
I just got to put WWE on the back of it, but we're going to make money.
We're going to make money on that bitch.
I wanted to be able to say hi to her and there, get a picture or something.
Oh, she was busy. I'm sure she was
There
busy.
was like 30 people in line.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that ain't going to work.
You know, I just want to point this out before we get to our fine folks over at BetterHelp and then we switch over to Dynamite. Nothing in this world makes me feel better than knowing that happened, and here's why. I'm so happy for someone knowing that at one point I was the only person at their table, besides some kids that came in because, like you said, she was always great with the kids. And then all of a sudden, I don't get to see them, and then sometimes they'll message me like, "Hey, I missed you." I'm like, "Nah, man, you were busy.
I saw you from a distance,
and I'm
busy.
happy."
Like I saw you making money and making connections. It's all good. No, nothing personal taken on this side.
Oh,
I promise
hell
you.
no, dude.
I promise you.
I love going to MAW shows, and we're now almost like a secondary thought in their heads because they're busy with the fans, and I'm like, that's what this is about.
This is what this is all about.
Right.
That's what
Watching
this
your
is
come up
supposed
is what,
to be.
Watching your come up is what all this is about.
No, man, like I'm getting a little welled up because I'm so happy that was what happened.
By the way, tweet it on our tweet for her. Yeah, because I did it personally. So once again, Shawn Michaels, because I just tagged him
And
personally.
that was
William Regal, Triple H. She already has the ID title. You guys are already thinking about it. Just do it. Let's just do it.
And she was
just do it.
That was the main event. She was the main event for the last MAW show.
You didn't have to wait for the NIL for about wondering if she's like NIL ready for a camera. I promise with her because I know she's so brilliant. It'll take a week. She'll catch all your cameras.
Yes.
She'll learn your shit, and she'll be ready to go.
I've watched her on Evolve.
I'm so glad that you said that. I'm so
Keep
happy.
watching her on
I'm
Evolve,
so
man.
happy that you couldn't see her, and that's the reason why. That's the best news. That's the best thing I could.
She brought the title with her, didn't she? Yeah, because she defended it.
Oh yeah, she had. Oh no.
She defended it.
Hollywood was taking pictures and holding on to it during her match.
Smart.
Right.
Saying, "Look what I got there." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that was beautiful."
But yeah, that is the best news. The fact that you couldn't go say hi because she was so busy with people who might have seen her for the first, that's the best news I've heard all day.
It's been happening with Paul Verk too. I'm like,
and I got to
get your money, come up.
Oh God!
And I got
You're
to talk
such
to
a superstar.
I got
Go
to
get
talk
it.
to a lot of the other wrestlers there.
By the way,
a
before
good
we
friend,
speak,
Funny Bone, I got to see him.
before we even
great.
speak on AEW,
Ring of Honor, baby.
that was so good on you, St. Paul.
Yes.
He was mostly there to do a job you would have thought he should have been champion. Fucking Paul, keep coming up, baby. Nothing but love and respect to you.
We accidentally probably embarrassed the fuck out of Sierra that one
Oh,
time.
I know we did.
But, you know.
I know we did.
No, I know we did because she covered her face in the mat, and I'm like, yeah, all right, maybe we went a little too far on that one.
She still loves us.
I know, but
she wanted to kick the shit out of us, but she still loves us.
Matthew was like, it was funny. I heard you guys didn't see her. It was like, oh my God.
You're welcome. We like to do that.
It also didn't help that with the way the armory is structured, our voices above all
Everybody
else.
heard a shout for Sierra, bruh.
Well,
that's right.
This lovely brother from another mother, when he starts talking, his voice carries very well.
it got Dominic Mysterio paid.
Was still.
Yes, that's true.
I don't think she is anymore, but I still remember she was just a little embarrassed because of what happened at MAW 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm rooting for you.
And at least he did not get hit with a shovel yet.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen.
It might happen. Yes, it still
It's gonna
might
happen, but I embrace that because that means he's just more successful.
The problem
So
there,
I embrace that.
Jesse, the problem there was she was working heel against Vita, and she had to keep a straight face.
I loved it. And then I, of course, cheered for Vita too. Viva. She was just like,
I'll be honest though.
You know-
You both.
I'll be
You know
honest
what we're
though.
doing.
I'll be honest though. Oh, I don't think Vita thought you and I were gonna know that much about her when she went there.
I think she forgot I seen her on her come up over in Sacramento. So yeah, I remember. I haven't forgotten.
And I think for like 5 seconds she thought that the internet does still exist in Minnesota. And I've watched you in Vietnam, sweetie, so we good.
Yeah, we're not that backwards yet.
Anyway, before we get to it, because we're gonna need it, because I got questions. I've been saying questions. Questions, but if you have questions involving your mental health or someone you know needs questions, please use our link and our great friends over at BetterHelp.com. All right, Jesse. Question number 1.
Okay.
Why is Dynamite? But anyway, question number 2.
I'm about
Dynamite?
to say, if you don't move to fuck question number 2, this show's over. Why is Dynamite? I'm leaving.
Question number 2.
What is Dynamite?
Question number 2.
What is Dynamite?
We opened the show. You said it yourself. The match was wonderful. We came up with a stipulation where Kenny Omega's EVP ship was on the line, and Kenny just won.
Yeah.
What was this? The match, phenomenal.
I said it.
The reasoning, why?
Kenny's the one that fucked. To be fair,
Yes.
he fucked up to begin with.
I still think he did exactly what Tony told him to do, but whatever.
And maybe so, because I'm like, why would Swerve be the contender? He turned heel because he's not the number 1 contender.
Is it?
And then when he addresses it later on, I'm like, see, somebody fucked up.
But see, Jesse, but then you built up this big thing. But Swerve could maybe get power and all this stuff and yada, and we just made Kenny the
And
number
he
1 contender.
lost.
It's kind of like
The most
watching-
dangerous. So basically, what you just told us,
Like the most dangerous man in AEW.
what you just told us is the most dangerous man in AEW can't wrestle, can only win if there's cinder blocks involved, and Nana won't cheat.
Can't beat Kenny clean apparently. So
It's kind of like watching adult entertainment, and all of a sudden the internet goes out. You're like,
know,
"Ah," and it's done.
Well, that's blue balls, but you.
That's about how you felt after this match, I
Zach,
think.
in this moment, I just thought about this because, of course, we do get a segment with MJF later, and then all that shit about the number 1 contendership and the match. I'm starting to think there's a chance, dumbly, stupidly, this early, MJF's going to lose that title at Dynasty.
I'm so worried you're right. You have no
Well.
idea. I'm so scared
Is
you're
it-
right.
Is it bad that if he loses to Kenny Omega?
It makes-
Yes!
It makes no sense because
Because his exact interview with Chris Van Vliet said the first time I had the belt, I wasn't ready for it. And now I'm going to take this company to new heights. It's MJF. He's your only star.
He's probably the biggest.
Because
the
you
biggest
Well,
star.
yes.
reversed Kenny Omega's luster, if there is any left.
I mean, he's still the legendary Kenny Omega, but it hurts to see him sometimes. But
Yes.
there's a
He
good
just
chance.
won-
Because
It's okay. Do you need a moment? Zach?
Because
I need better help.
This is one of
Well,
Kenny's.
we just did that. Yeah. Give
This
a
is
call.
one of Kenny's
Oh,
last years.
Oh, we
in
already
pro
did it? Fuck.
Yeah, we did that. So
This
you
is
gotta
one of Kenny's last years in pro wrestling.
call him again.
You know he's going to win this title one more time,
Well, he has to.
but why do
Well-
it this early?
I say he doesn't.
How long has
have to.
MJF been champion? Please look that up.
I think it's been 3 months.
Is it even 3
I
months?
think it's been 3 months.
Yeah, I think so.
The most over dude in
Because
your
he won the Fatal 4-Way.
The most over dude in your company. 3 months. He eviscerates 3 of your top stars.
Yeah, it was not pretty.
And 3 months is what we're gonna give him? I'm so scared you're right.
It wasn't pretty.
Oh my God.
Like I literally came out of their segments on Thursday.
When did he win it?
When did
Leroy?
he win it?
Oh, fucking A.
Because I came out of those 2 segments.
Since March.
What?
No.
No. When did he win the
Wait.
belt? In the Fatal 4-Way.
December.
December 27th is when he
Oh
won
my
it.
So yeah, it's been about
Till
3
now.
months.
It's
So yeah.
It was 3 months, 2 days. It was 3 months, 3 days ago.
Yeah. It's been about 3 months.
Oh my God.
So
4 months to the day he's gonna fucking lose the belt.
I came out of that confused.
His first one was 400.
I don't care about the first one.
Okay.
I've already established this is the one I'm worried about.
I came out of those confused, and now as you talked about it just now, and I really think about it, I'm like, oh shit, Kenny might actually win this fucking title at Dynasty. By the way, Kenny is from where?
Canada.
So
Is it trying to make Canada
I'm
happy because they win?
I'm starting to think, and I'm like, oh shit, he might lose it.
Canada's already mad. They lost all 3 gold medals in hockey. Fuck Canada for 3 years. You don't deserve this shit.
Canada might
gotta
get,
give him something.
Canada might get 3 Canadian champions because I do believe Cope and Cage are winning.
Oh my God.
Well, we already know that's gonna happen. Yes.
So
Well, that's dumb in and of itself.
um.
It's the first match between these teams. What do you mean they're gonna win the?
Oh, they're gonna win those titles. They're totally gonna win those titles.
Oh my God. All right. Next up, another question I have for you, Jesse. I'm going to explain the segment,
Okay.
then I'm going to ask the question.
Go ahead.
Okay? Instead of asking you the question, I'm going to explain the segment, then I'm going to ask you the question. I'm trying to avoid this because this was bullshit.
I feel like I'm in an interrogation from a cop. Go for it.
We took a very special look back at the accomplishments and wildest moments of Darby Allin's career. In addition to his partnership with Sting, his trek to the Mount Everest summit, what did this have to do with wrestling?
Isn't this the guy that just challenged MJF for the title? Which I still fucking think is a joke.
Yes.
What are we doing a video on him for then?
Don't know.
Because Darby Allin is cool.
Because he does everything backwards. You've had Darby Allin for 6 years. Now it's time for a vignette.
Because if Kenny doesn't win in Canada,
Meanwhile, New Japan created one of their biggest stars of the fucking century, but with a vignette that no one understood, and then he attacked the Ace. I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they know how to build stars over
Well,
there.
there's that.
They know how to build stars
Just for
over
them to
there.
go to AEW and get shit on in their first ever match. David Finlay, how are you?
Missing
Not
his
good.
dad.
Not good.
Never made money without your dad or your
Not-
brother? Dumb.
not
Even if you were
good.
working, it's a dumbass statement now.
The War Dogs are a joke.
3 years from now, he might be back.
Jesse once said on this show, I guarantee you said it on the show, and someday I'll have an editor to go back and double check. I guarantee you once said on this show, and I quote, I don't think the War Dogs could get any lower. Well, they proved you wrong.
Yeah, we're at that point.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
brother.
we're there.
You were proven wrong on that one.
Pretty quickly. Pretty quickly.
I think he
3
just
weeks.
said that the other week.
That's not even a full bird at that point. That's a baby crow.
Yeah.
That crow just hatched.
Next up was a segment that also confused me because Leroy.
Doesn't everything in AW confuse? It confuses me.
Well, no. This one is.
I get confused
This
all
one
the
is
time.
half right.
Oh, it's half right.
Will Ospreay comes
Yes.
out and
Yes.
talks about how he wants Moxley at Dynasty.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They got it.
Why is the babyface asking for Pac?
Because it's
Why?
funny.
That worked.
Doesn't make sense.
Boom.
Makes no sense.
Because it'll be an awesome
Moxley's supposed
match.
I know Moxley's working face. Blow me.
It'll be an awesome match on Dynamite.
Moxley's supposed to say, "Get through Pac, and maybe we'll talk, young boy." It's not that hard. They're all white. You can say, "Boy."
Hey.
One of them's from Britain. He said it. Britain said it all the
I'm about
time.
to say they say it all the time.
By the way, Jesse, is it funny that the actual black community is not actually mad at Brock Lesnar, knowing he's just a fucking country bumpkin and he calls everyone boy?
The black men just don't like Brock. And I'm realizing he just comes off a certain way.
Yeah, but he didn't call him a boy to degrade him.
He hasn't even said the N-word, but just Brock comes off a certain way. You're like, as a black man, you're like, hey, fuck him.
Yeah, but by the way, internet, stop getting mad that Brock Lesnar called Obafemi a boy. Brock Lesnar did that because Brock Lesnar lives in the country. Shut up.
And by the way,
And he's younger.
he also did it in a promo, and he is like 20 years his junior.
Easy.
He's younger.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Oba's like 27, 28.
I am with you. I'm confused.
But he started with asking for Pac. He started with that.
So what I'm also confused is they did make this match official.
Oh, it is. It is Wikipedia official
for
those two.
Ospreay and Mox.
Yep. It's there.
It's not a regular one-on-one, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is
know it's for the
considered a
title.
singles match.
Uh-huh.
It is not for the title, it says.
Dude,
It's not for the title?
It doesn't say it right now.
You're lying.
Yeah, it just says John Moxley, Will Ospreay singles match. That's it. That's all it says. The other two they have on there is for the World Championship and the tag team match.
Dude, I tune in and out of commentary so much in AEW.
You have to, because Shivani's awful.
Because it's so fucking bad. But I thought they said this was a title match.
As of right now, nope.
That's so stupid.
Why would the babyface want to get back at someone just because they hurt them? Well, Zach, that's the reason why. You want to take everything. He has a belt.
Correct.
And that's taking the
This
belt.
is 101.
That's taking his championship, which he has.
Drew McIntyre didn't want to take the title off of CM Punk. Hey, Jesse, we want to know why? Oh, yeah, CM Punk didn't have a belt.
By the way, he said it in a promo.
He took his bracelet.
He said it in a the time he got costed by CM Punk wasn't Gunther. There was a pay-per-view match for I think that was Jey Uso. It was Drew against a world champion, and CM Punk cost him. And he
cost him the title at WrestleMania.
But he also cost him the title.
Right,
He
yeah.
get a shot later
Right,
on.
yeah.
At every time, yeah.
And he said, he was like, I could let you just come back, win it, and take it. I would love to take the title. No, he said, I would like to take the title off of you now that you're 100%, but you'll never sniff a world title. So basically, he was saying, like, I would love to beat you for the world title, but you don't have one for me to take off of you.
If you're reading that right, I am more angry than I think I possibly could have been.
Well,
I'm not questioning your
I will
ability to read
screenshot
that.
and show it to you.
Remember, CM Punk disrespected Seth for the same reason.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
like, I came back to get at you because I wanted the world championship. Now that you're not world champion, you're not important.
And the sickos are like, see, you don't watch. Oh, you remember everything that happens on Dynamite fucking back 5 years. Fuck you.
I mean, I can tell you probably what happened on Dynamite 5
Well,
years
yeah, but
ago.
you're a nerd with no life.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
Asshole.
I'm not even mad at him for that.
I'm still calling
Seriously,
him an
when
asshole.
people ask, when I get into my nerd groups about anime and wrestling, and one of my friends goes, "But you're a nerd, so you have no life." I'm like, "No, that's just fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just fair."
You know, and there's
This
a
is not for the title. You're fucking not shitting me.
I'm not shitting
I
you.
guess it says it's
Look it up.
just a singles
Look
match.
it up. It's a singles match.
Oh, my
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
No, I'm about the same
are we
way with a lot
doing?
of. There's
Why
a
are
lot
we
of
doing
things that I
this?
have shoved in my head that I have no idea why, and it makes me.
In the end, it has to be for the title, right?
Well, it should be.
If there's a god in heaven, yes.
This should also be a blood feud match.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of blood fluids. Next up, oh god, if they do this one more week, I'm not gonna break my TV because it's a brand new baby.
It's very expensive. I'm sure.
Do you?
98 inches. I love her. I love her.
Cannot wait to come see it. By the way,
I have a spare TV you want to borrow that you can drag.
No. You don't break an 80-inch TV, sir.
No, I have another one that's kind of small that you could break just to make you feel.
They're
better.
not the victims here.
I
Anyway,
always remember you got this one after the Super Bowl, right?
yes,
Yeah, that's right.
it's put up.
See, I will take.
Jesse, you're gonna watch the NHL draft in fucking 8K, motherfucker.
NBA, NFL draft, but yeah.
I'll probably be working when that's going.
Dude, this is going to be a great time.
All right.
I will
Next
be
up.
taking Saturday off to watch wrestling.
Well,
I will tell the boss.
We'll probably do
need that
Thursday,
Saturday
Friday. Saturday's draft is, it's fun to watch and to
Thursday.
see where people go. I usually don't watch it, though.
I'll listen to it in the car.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm about to say.
No.
That's
Okay,
how I'm going to listen
Back
to
to
it
what
on
pisses
Thursday,
me off.
yeah.
If they do this again, it's time for the crazy we're gonna yell at each other segment,
Right.
and now it's time for a triple for a 6-man match involving the Death Riders who
Oh,
are already out there
God,
in a
yeah.
fucking situation that doesn't make any sense. Fuck Top Flight. Don't be black at AEW, boys.
Hey, February's over, too, so,
Yeah, so it's not as bad. Yeah, okay.
No, it's still bad.
Back to
John
the gutter.
Moxley, Daniel Garcia,
still
and
bad.
Marina
It's still
Shafir
bad.
It's
beat,
worse because it's not February.
That's right.
beat Top Flight and Zeta Steel.
Zeta's in the group.
Yeah.
I apologize. I wrong female wrestler.
I've officially declared I don't care that you took the money. Daniel Garcia, whatever you did in Terminus back when that existed, fuck it. No one cares anymore.
I'm moving off of Daniel. Let's talk about Zeta. I get why she might have walked away from Evolve and all that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's your personal feelings.
Yep.
Baby girl, is this better?
You getting squashed
Probably
on
not.
Dynamite.
This doesn't feel better.
No.
You're now a meme because you were on Marina Shafir's tit.
Jesse, that move.
This is the worst fucking finisher in all of pro wrestling.
The name
I don't want
is-
to hear about the pedigree. I don't want to hear about the stomp. I don't want to. No. She's basically letting somebody suck her tit as a finisher.
I don't want to hear about the spear. I don't want to hear about Big Show's punch.
This is the worst. The Cobra is a better fucking finisher.
Bailey came up with a stupid finisher because she was a heel. That was the point. She was fucking with all of you.
Oh, the rose plant?
Yeah.
Which I guess she kind of still uses, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, she used that every
And I know people were mad that she was using ability back as a finisher, but I'm like, the point of her gimmick, by the way, was she was
a hugger.
She was a happy wrestler.
Yes. She's a hugger.
She was a hugger.
And that hug turned into fuck you.
Remember, the bigger guys used to use a bear hug.
Yeah.
This is just fucking dumb.
She's.
If you bite the nipple, she's got to break that hold. No one thinks of this. Seriously, no one. I typed in and somebody called me a pervert, and then thankfully, actually, I think that was JD. I need to get on Twitter. Because I was like, if you bite her titty, she has to break the hold.
Maybe she
Because
likes
the
it.
titty, the one breast she puts you near is near her heart.
Yeah.
Bite the titty.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless she's into that, then it doesn't work.
Well, then she's just horny, which whatever.
Well, hey,
Which means Roddy, you ain't doing
Roddy
shit in
has
the
to
show.
deal with that later. I don't want to fuck
Okay.
your wife. But
Roddy ain't doing shit in the show anyway. He's got time.
right. He can fuck
if
his
you
wife
have
later.
to do a finishing move where you shove another woman's face in your titty,
If you bite the
Maybe
titty,
She's not even choking the bitch. She's hugging the
it's a hug.
face.
It's a hug.
if you need to do that for a finisher, maybe you need some extra love at home.
Seriously, I watched this match and I'm like, dude, this is the worst finisher ever.
It never looks good.
No.
It
What the
never
hell
makes
is it
sense.
called? What is it called?
Mother's milk. We're not joking.
Oh Lord.
Look that bitch up while I explain this to Jesse. Hey, Jesse, you want to know what's really fucking weird to a trained fighter? You spin the bitch around, it's a fucking joke.
It's a sleeper. Like, why not just use the sleeper as your finisher?
You're a trained fighter.
Yes.
Be a fighter.
I never understood Roddy's when Ronda had her finisher in WWF or WWE because I was just like, sweetie, just use a sleeper. It's insanely believable coming from you.
Use the guillotine. You're a fucking fighter.
You grip the leg, do the sleeper. Trust me, every woman needs to tap like this because it looks like they're about to die. It would go much better than whatever the fuck she was using. A punch. After we saw you get your ass whooped. Because I went off about that because I was like, we saw you get your ass whooped with an actual fighter. Why are you using a punch? Use a sleeper. It works really good for you.
Now, if a boxer comes into WWE, I get it.
Mayfield knocking out the Big Show seemed believable because he's a boxer.
Yes.
Now, if you know boxing, you know he has no fucking punching power. So clearly they faked it. But you're like,
Well,
he's
they
a
use brass knucks. They use
sure,
brass
sure,
knucks.
sure.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's believable because he's a boxer.
See, Jesse, this is what happens when you give Marina Shafir compliments.
I know.
It just gets worse.
I gotta like almost take it back.
How
now.
have you not found something yet on this? I need your reaction before we move on.
So bad. It's so bad.
This
Why
is,
do people believe in this?
This is like putting a headlock and say, "Suck my titty."
She's
what it
coddling a
fucking
baby. That's the finisher.
That's what it looks like. But they have that. I've seen that one, and then they have the real one they use in MMA where they actually are on top of them and fucking suffocating them.
Brock Lesnar got choked out.
It's not
no,
good.
sorry. Brock Lesnar choked out Shane Carwin with essentially the same idea because Brock Lesnar basically did a Taz mission but wasn't underneath Shane.
What he did was he put the arm up over the shoulder with the head and then started to choke.
Which by the way, Joe Rogan was 100% right in the commentary of that fight. If it was any other human being on the planet, literally anyone else, Shane was not in a bad position. The problem is Brock is strong as an ox.
And he was so much bigger than Shane.
It looks.
That was also one of those fights I was let down by because I thought Shane had a shot.
I thought Shane had a shot too.
It honestly looks horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the worst finisher in professional wrestling.
Really
She could start it with that, and
It's so bad.
And the
dude.
fucking Mario dude has a finisher with the pizza shit,
It was just funny.
Well,
which is funny.
she could do that still, but actually put him
Oh man, it's
and
so
have
bad.
have them laying flat on the mat and do it would
The
be
person's-
okay.
The person's windpipe is completely exposed.
Yeah,
It's the most fake finisher in the world
and they tap out from it.
because you can't pretend that it makes sense.
I told people, I'm like, even though he banned it, he allowed Undertaker to use the tombstone because if you're ever really watching, he never actually drops them on the crown of their head. He hasn't done it since the 90s.
Well, that's banned. It's banned in AAA.
But basically what I'm getting at
Well,
is
AAA
like,
banned it before WWE
Right,
even
right.
had it. That was
but
long
what I'm
ago.
getting at is he always allowed Undertaker and Kane to do it because they never. But besides the one time he kind of did to fucking Linda, and it was clearly an accident, but she softly landed on all that hair. But like Undertaker makes the motion of your body jolting, and that's a match.
Yeah.
But it's very protected.
Yeah, you never. You can come.
Even
close.
even when I watch CM Punk do a pile driver now, when I watch him, like, oh, John has his head tucked.
Yeah.
So any impact he's taking is shoulder to thigh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
MJF has a signature maneuver where he literally bounces off the ropes and then he shoves his dick in your face.
What is it? Bullet. I thought you were talking about the pile driver one.
No. And he calls it. Well, it's a Yiddish term, but it's basically the Yiddish term for your dick.
Dick to the face or some shit like
Well,
that.
no.
No, he's teabagging them for fucking Christ's sake.
Well, yeah, he calls it. I believe he calls it the bris,
Yeah.
It's a Jewish teabag.
which is basically the foreskin they cut off. Anyway,
Yeah.
but here's the deal: it is the fake.
Teabagging the motherfucker.
It is the fakest finisher in all of wrestling
it's
because,
stupid.
bitch, you are hugging them. Number one, and number two, they're not being choked.
Right.
And they're still tapping out.
Great Khali, you could sell squashing someone's head because his hands were the size of frying
he's so
pans.
big.
And by the way, I refuse to have
He's
the
a
Khali
huge
hate
man.
anymore, and now I'm just posting the video of his work in Japan. They got him after a botched knee surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not his fault that he
Also-
he was great.
Also, I know people ask, like, well, then
And I loved him in the longest yard.
if people knew the tombstone was fake, was Last Ride better? I'm like, well, yeah, because a 6'6" nigga just lifted you like a good 2 feet over his head and slammed you to the mat. That's it, bro.
It also worked better with smaller guys because the
Yes.
impact lurked heavier.
Yes.
Rey Mysterio took a last ride great because Rey was a fucking tiny midget.
Well, how
Little
does-
Nunzio was the best when he went up there and he went
Well,
and
how
prayed
does-
and he got hit.
Well,
That was
well, how does the go to sleep work? First of all, Kenta initiated the go to sleep for the limited strength he had, but the deadly striking ability. So the thought of
It's called gravity, bitch.
correct. So the
Not
thought,
the wrestler, which we haven't seen in
Right,
fucking
right.
18 months.
but like the thought of a
Maybe we won't see
knee
him again.
striking you directly near your temple. Yeah, you going night night.
Bro, Conor McGregor said it in his fight against I can never remember the guy's name, which I hate because he was 10 years he was unbeaten. God, I got to do it.
By the way, the Superman punch has never beaten anyone that was not lower card. People forget
That's
that.
true.
Unless you were like lower mid card, Roman Reigns has never
Josie
beat
Aldo, I apologize.
Yeah.
Conor said it during the Josie Aldo post-fight interview. Timing and accuracy. He said it.
Yes.
Accuracy beats power. Timing beats speed.
Right.
All he had to do was hit Josie Aldo right in the temple, and Josie Aldo was already carrying the weight of the world because he did not. Josie Aldo did not deserve to say shit when Conor got beat by Khabib because Josie Aldo let that fight get. He should have beat Conor's ass, but he was so stupid he let Conor get to him.
Yep.
All you had to do was not let Conor get to you, and not that Conor wasn't great. Conor's a very brilliant fighter.
Right.
And he's a great fighter.
Yes.
But ultimately, if you could get past the fucking talking,
Right.
you had a shot.
Right.
You had a shot.
Right.
That's why Diaz was so good, because Diaz didn't give a fuck.
Like I told people, I'm like, Khabib was probably going to beat Conor. He made the ass whooping worse by talking about his family.
He didn't choke Conor. He squeezed his cheekbones until they busted. He was trying to rip a motherfucker's skull in half.
I'm like, no, Khabib's gonna win. And then as they did more promos, I'm like, oh, Khabib's gonna kill him.
Khabib is gonna use the whole oops as an excuse here.
Oh, boss, I did not realize he was turning blue. My bad.
I did not realize the skull so easily ripped in two.
He had a pimple. I was helping him pop it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought he was screaming hooray when I had it in the fucking move. It's you when you, and we'll move on to the next match after this. When you're doing a finisher, and this is all I ask of people.
Make it look real.
This is why I hated Seth's like forearm thing, and why I was happy he shifted it to spinning to the back of their neck instead of their face. I'm like, that doesn't work, dude. It should be as Jim Cornette would say, the believability that finished the motherfucker.
That's why I don't agree that the hidden blade is a bad finisher.
No.
The problem is that there are times when I think Will tries to make the complicated stuff that he's capable of making look easy. He makes that look too perfect, and then he kind of misses on the elbow. And it's like, Will, you can brush their face with your pad, bro.
Right.
But unfortunately, you're trying to protect people with your finisher, but not the fucking 10,000 stupid things you do. Will, come on! WWE would not allow him to do that finisher because they would see it and be like, bro, no.
Even CM Punk said the best thing that I did learn when I got to WWE, and I give Vince credit for, as far as my move set, giving people a pedigree off the top rope looks pretty damn. It looks like I'm trying to kill them. The Pepsi plunge.
Yep.
He's like he's never allowed Triple H to do it for a reason.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
It's
so
well, not only that, but you're free falling.
well, the worst part about the pedigree and why Triple H started to release the arms is that if a motherfucker doesn't keep their head tucked between your legs as you're coming down,
Yeah.
that's you're going for head first.
AJ Styles Clash broke Yoshitatsu's neck because unfortunately Yoshitatsu was he got hurt. I'm not making fun of it, but he was in the wrong with how you're supposed to take a move.
Tuck. You're supposed to take it to the chest.
Now, luckily he rebounded it, had a great career.
And by the way, he acknowledged that.
Yeah, no, he said it.
You got to take it to the chest. I forgot to tuck my head.
Sting told Seth, "I fucked up."
Yeah.
That wasn't Seth's fault.
That wasn't Seth's
The
fault.
buckle bomb really isn't a dangerous move, other than the fact that yes, it is blind. That's the only part that sucks. Tuck your head.
Well, that was even Finn said it. I was supposed. I reacted late, and I should have did this because the impact to his shoulder would have been lesser because it was supposed to be to his lower back. He understood it.
Yep.
Like it just understanding the move though. There's no way anyone believes this is a fucking finisher. You can go on.
I don't want to because the next one was a rah-rah segment for the Young Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse, after their victory last week with the Jurassic Express, they've regrouped and they want the titles, and I don't fucking care.
Skip it.
If AEW Dynamite was a movie every week, and you could press skip,
This would be the chapter.
this would always be the
when DVDs
skip.
When DVDs came out, and so am I the only one? Am I Mandela affecting this, or do I remember when DVDs didn't have a fast forward? They had a skip chapter section.
Yes, it's
Okay,
true.
so that happened.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no. You would skip whatever chapter the Young Bucks are in. Next up, the match nobody wants, nobody gives a fuck about, and makes no goddamn sense, but fuck it, this is the most useless fucking match we could have put in the middle of a hot series of Dynamites. Why the fuck is Speedball Mike Bailey facing Rocky fucking Romero? The fuck was this? Why? No one wanted this.
Well, the real problem isn't the match.
No.
I love Rocky Romero, so my problem isn't the match.
Is he a Hall of Famer in Japan?
Yes, but that's not the question here, Zach. Why is the question? Why are we doing random exhibition matches when you have a pay-per-view coming up in 3 weeks? You basically did 2 pay-per-views before Mania. Probably was kind of smart, but it's very stupid.
Hey, Leroy, Stand and Deliver is coming up this week. Has
It comes
NXT
up Saturday.
Yeah, has NXT been taking all the people that are on the card and been throwing them out in random matches?
No, they're putting them in matches to help.
Okay, so
set up
strike
for the
one, the
card.
Tony Khan. Strike two. Is NXT all of a sudden cutting a 20-minute segment that's just 2 dudes that aren't on Stand and Deliver?
No.
Okay, strike 2 to Tony Khan. We're getting real close. We don't even need ABS for this shit.
I'm still half and half on that whole system. We'll see how the season
Hey,
plays
the
out.
Twins got the first manager to get ejected, even though he was mad he didn't do it in time, even though his hand. Even our manager fucking sucks. God, I hate the Twins. Fuck the Polettes. All right.
Is it still Rocky?
No, they fired
No,
Rocky
they did
Baldelli.
that. Yeah, they
Now they
fired
got Derek Flave from the Pittsburgh Pirates, who fucking in his 3rd game gets ejected. Don't care about the ejection, but he argued that the ABS thing didn't come in quick enough, and our guy should have been able to walk to first base. Meanwhile, you watch the thing. As soon as the ball hits the fucking catcher's mitt, the pitcher's doing this. We can't even hire fuck the Polettes.
He was cheap. That's why they got
I'm
him.
about to say Rocky Balboa I thought he was a pretty good manager. In a better situation. Where's he an assistant now?
I think he got an actual job.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
think so.
Where is Rocco?
Is he with the Marlins?
No, Rocco.
No, I don't think so. He's not with them.
Rocco got a job in San Francisco?
Because I do.
Maybe he did.
Because the Marlins have started kind of hot this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a baseball operations executive for the Dodgers.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Good organization there.
Yeah. He's going to win the World Series. All
I
right.
was about to say, he's going to win the World Series and not be called a piece of shit because the owners suck. Go ahead.
After the match, 2 weeks later, not the week after, we still haven't seen him. Not that I care. We took a look back at the violent Texas death match that wasn't a Texas death match between MJF and Adam Page, which means Page can never challenge for the title again. Thank fucking God. AEW World Champion MJF then spoke and came out there.
He called it Minnesota. Yeah.
What?
He called it Mid-a-soda.
Also, by the way, I want to point out MJF. I need to thank him because the meme that was created from an MJF segment.
And I'm disappointed in Minnesota.
I live in Cheeseland. So
Because
I'm okay.
all someone needed to shout at was, your mom's mid. And
yeah.
you just take the heat afterwards.
Yeah.
But that's a response.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting there like dummies. Matthew, I'm disappointed in you,
Yeah.
buddy.
We'll have to talk to him.
But
You
anyway.
guys really needed me at that show.
But anyway, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, no. MJF.
He would've hated you.
I'd be like, Staten Island's mid, bitch.
And you would have said it in the New York accent. He would have
Yeah.
known where you were from.
He'd be like, you Brooklyn piece of shit. And it would have been fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
He would have said, "Why the fuck are you here?"
I met a girl. You start talking. Don't worry about that.
But no.
Damn woman, leave me alone.
But no, I have to thank Max because the meme that was created with one of his famous segments when he was with Wardlow. Every time someone posts about Linkin Park and I just post him saying, "Hey, all you Waffle House employees, Linkin Park was never that good. They had 2 albums, and just because Chester died doesn't mean that they're still great." I got nothing against Emily, but Linkin Park's been mid since the 2nd album.
Wow.
He's harsh sometimes.
Wow.
They had 2 all-time
But
great
honest.
albums. That's fine, and then they became mid. All right. What we got here?
Sometimes some people only need is one song.
Listen,
and they're
man,
good.
they got poppy. It is what it is.
Some people
I'm
only
not
need
gonna
is
disrespect
a one-hit
those
wonder.
guys.
That's all they needed, and they were successful.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying they were.
I would disrespect her.
Yeah.
I think she's in over her fucking head.
Yeah, she's not good.
She's not good.
She's not good. She's mid. She's a bad karaoke act right now.
She's
Bleh.
elevated mid.
Yeah. Anyway, Jesse.
New singer.
Bleh.
Jesse. Here's the
Yeah.
thing I don't get.
I don't get everything.
So he insults Minnesota. That's MJF beat number 1. He then talks about the guy he just beat. He makes fun of him. That's beat number 2.
Sometimes he's very overcut and paced.
And then he says, ain't nobody on the level of the devil. That's beat 3.
Yeah.
And then he brings up MJF's World Championship. He says Kenny Omega went to the ring, faced off with MJF. MJF asked if he could help Omega. Omega grabbed a mic, called MJF out for his ridiculous claims about the match he had with Paige, calling himself the devil. Kenny, it doesn't matter. He beat him. It is what it is.
But he is a babyface. He is supposed to call it out.
Yeah,
That's fine.
He never called him, never called himself the god of pro wrestling. Kenny, you've done that twice now. Once with Swerve and now with MJF. Please find some more material. Like, this is getting worse. He pushed through things. Omega pushed through things he shouldn't have because he felt a sense of responsibility and respect to the fans. Bro, why are we talking about you coming back from surgery a year after you came back from surgery? I don't get it.
Somebody might have forgot.
Well, Omega forgot not. Well, Tony forgot to tell Swerve he was the number 1 contender, so Omega had to remind him.
Yeah, that is true.
This really, it's actually comparable to me to the talking segment between Jade, Michin and B-Fab, and Rhea.
Yeah.
Because I know people are like, it feels like they have no chemistry. I don't think it's that. It's just something off.
Yeah, something's weird.
Something's just off, and you got, well, in their case, you got 2 weeks to fix it.
Right.
But like WWE still has like 3.5 weeks to try to get this figured out.
I just think, am I crazy to think this? Leroy, jump in on this as well. Do you think Rhea and Jade and the whole 9 yards, do you think it literally is just, okay, everyone slow down a little bit?
Probably.
I think so.
It feels to me like Jade is trying. See, this is the thing about wrestling that is so unique. When you have a star, I apologize, a fucking superstar like Rhea Ripley, even if you're supposed to be the big bad champion, let her carry it a little bit.
Sure.
Let her take that a little bit. It's fine. Stop trying to get all your shit in.
Well, here's the thing, right? What I came out of with that segment, just like this one, was twofold. One, even if there is personal animosity between the two people, that should fuel for something much better. I actually think Seth Rollins did not like fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson, which is why when they had the tag team promo segment, Seth came off so good because he like personally just does not like that motherfucker, but he knows how to use it.
Yeah. One thing you've always said, Jesse, as much crap as you gave Colby for the over-defending of
he
WWE,
fucking deserved it.
Fair enough. But Jesse, you've never accused Colby of bringing that personal animosity to work.
Well, even like
at least not in an.
Here's the thing. I think there's clearly still real animosity between him and Phillip, but it was smart the way they did it.
Yeah.
And I think Triple H probably made them go, listen, I don't always get along with Steve, but you got to make it fucking work for the sake of both of your pockets, for the fans. Like you use it. Now talk about what you will not take, but like what crosses a line. But otherwise, use it. These two, it was very script.
Yeah.
And I was just like, guys, you're the two biggest stars in this company.
Yeah.
We got to get more than this.
You have the biggest current star.
Yeah.
And then you have the biggest legend.
Yeah.
That's the match. Kenny's right. It's the God versus the devil. That's what it's building up to.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't feel like the God of pro wrestling, which, by the way, is a real nickname that was given to him at one point.
Well, in New Japan, he earned
it.
Yeah.
He earned it.
But unfortunately, Jesse, it doesn't feel... As stupid as it was, Vince really did convince you that it was God and Shawn Michaels versus the McMahons. As stupid as it was, you were at least kind of into it until you saw the beam of light traveling down. That's when it got weird.
To the funky gospel music at that.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Leroy, I had not been back at church at that point. I was offended for you guys. I remember watching that pay-per-view going, if a church member decides that violence is the case here and punches Vince in the face, he's earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like,
this is pretty damn blasphemous.
it's like God will forgive you for that.
And by the way, they booked Shawn to still almost win that match. That was weird.
Yeah.
But
other things Vince has done, no, he's not going to forgive him for. But that one he'll let slide.
Once again, when I say
I'm gonna fight God, I'm like somebody shoot this man now. He's lost it.
Hey, Kurt Angle couldn't. He already shot Big Show with a dart. Anyway.
That shit was so funny.
I know, but anyway. So, no. The reason
so
why you were kind of into it until the match was because, okay, clearly, and I'm not even being funny to the religion, clearly Shawn Michaels is not going to tag. Could you say it, please?
God.
Thank you. It's not going to happen. So, okay. Triple H.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Thank you. Triple H, someone is going to come be Shawn's tag partner. That was kind of what we all thought. And then the spotlight traveling down the ring and Vince McMahon pretending to be afraid of the Lord Almighty of the Christian James King
Well,
Bible.
remember, they did do a semi-tag thing.
So,
and
you know,
he showed the light, and then he was like, oh, Lord. I'm like, somebody knock Vince the fuck out. This is ridiculous, bro.
I actually felt bad for Christians.
I felt bad for all religions. I mean, this is blasphemous.
He should have really realized that he should have been scared of him because later on in life,
No, Vince deserves to burn in hell. I tell people that all the time.
For a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons.
That one will do it alone.
Yeah.
Like, even if I was considered an atheist.
I don't know what commandment he specifically broke, but he broke at least 3 in that
I
match.
broke all 12.
No. He broke some, but he will be forgiven.
Wasn't there one, thou shalt not have a other God than me?
Listen, let me be clear.
He had to have broken that somewhere in the bylaws.
I will never act like I speak for Jesus Christ.
Please don't.
But
No,
if
he
Jesus
didn't
came
do
to me,
that.
I'd be like, sir, you do not have to forgive him. You let him burn in hell. You let him burn.
That stuff in the resume can be forgiven. The other stuff that we found out later,
Oh,
no.
my goodness. The Lord has me pinned. I'm like, oh, get his ass out of here. Like, I was offended. I was like, what is he doing?
If there was ever,
Oh, my God.
if there was ever something that South Park could have made a sketch out of and they did it, why didn't
Even they were like, we're not touching that
Nope.
with a 20-foot pole. That's terrible.
they touched Muhammad?
I know.
They wouldn't touch that.
I think God was laughing about that.
Oh, my goodness.
How could
The
you
Lord
not?
has me pinned.
That was also the era where Vince had a lot of weird black tendencies that made no sense.
The moment he said, what's up, my nigga, to Booker T, I'm like, oh, we're done.
Did he say it to John? No, he said
No,
it to
he said it to John
and then he said it to Booker.
Yeah.
And the fucking
What's
was
up,
it-
my
didn't he have
nigga?
the-
And I'm like, oh, we're fucked.
Didn't he have like the do-rag?
He didn't have the
on his
do-rag
fucking-
yet.
No, he had the
do-rag
do. No,
Not
he
yet.
had.
No.
Did he have the do-rag on then?
He
or
did
that
not
was
have it on
before
when he did that segment. It didn't happen yet.
I gotta go fight.
Because
I'm pretty sure he did.
Because he wasn't the
I'm not
ECW champion
sure.
yet.
Oh, that's true. What's up?
Because when
What's
he
up,
got the
nigga?
champion, then he was wearing the do-rag.
You do realize that I was in middle school and I still knew not to say the word at school, man.
I was just like, what's fucked up is no black person's gonna go hit him because he's Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
So he knows he can get away with this.
Yeah.
See, that's why.
This hurts.
Yeah.
See, that's why I say God forgive him.
Because technically there is no actual law or rule that you can't say it. And it's like, Vince, this is still not a good idea.
But
Oh my goodness.
JC, I'll make you understand why.
Speaking of not a good idea,
Why God
next up,
is
we had
okay with
Renee.
it.
There's
'Cause-
so much Canadian going on right now.
You bringing up is this the family?
No, this was Renee caught up with Christian and Cope. I'm like, Canada, this is too much.
Oh, Canada.
You might finally get a win.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you so much right now.
Speaking of people going to Canadian hell, or two in this room.
Yep.
What? No. I get it out. Don't worry.
You joined in on his Canadian Maple Leaf sucks fun. So
But they
you're
do
going.
suck. They're going to send Austin Matthews to the Wild.
Hey, no, wait a minute. We can make fun of Canadians. We can make fun of Mexicans. It's okay.
To my neighbors in the north, I love you dearly. Okay.
I love.
Yeah,
their
but they don't love the
syrup.
Maple Leafs.
Wow, who cares about?
I
the
will
Maple
say
Leafs?
I don't I'm not very fond of the accent, but I love you guys dearly.
All right, fair enough.
I love the syrup.
Yeah, no, Jesse. I don't really. This whole thing from the beginning has been weird. I couldn't
For
look
what?
my wife in the eye for 6 months, and we needed to wait 6 months to see if she needed spinal fusion surgery.
Really, what was
That was said.
I thought what was really funny.
What?
Yeah, no, that was weird. But what saved it to me was Christian going, "You guys, you committed two of the most ultimate sins. You pile drove his wife with a pile driver. But more importantly, you pile drove me." I was like, I love it.
And here's the part that I don't get.
Was that Christian?
Yeah.
Was he doing it in his kind of huffy?
With the dad thing.
voice?
And then like Edge looked at him like, what the fuck?
He is still one of the best walking, talking dad jokes there
Dude,
is.
he's the best, bro. That shit was great.
Also, I'm really getting tired of them starting the next match or segment in the middle of the segment they're already in.
Yeah.
They're brain dead.
So they're trying to build this big tag match, which should be your main event at Dynasty,
Probably.
not MJF versus Kenny.
No.
And instead, this ended with top guys out, walking out of the ring, and then Stokely and Orange Cassidy bumped each other?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
In Tony's brain, it worked.
By the way, Stokely, they got nothing on him being in the wheelchair. Now he's walking again.
It's a miracle.
A lot of things on the show are a miracle. It wasn't a bad show, and I'll let you finish up. It just sometimes shit happens on.
I love how you say that, and the very next match is the Dogs versus the Conglomeration.
Well,
We can't find one of the Dogs because he's in a coffin somewhere. Even though he's not.
Did they lose?
No, the Dogs finally won.
Oh, well, all right.
Clark Connors didn't win, even though he's been fucking trying to kill Darby Allin for 8 months. But anyway, Orange
Okay,
Cassidy and
regardless of this match, I didn't think Dynamite was like terrible, but it's just stupid shit where you're just like, why are you doing this? Or why are you doing this?
Jesse, once again.
And I'm just not willing to talk about what used to be the War Dogs.
Always room for improvement.
Jesse, thanks for saying it wasn't that bad. And because once again, you're setting me up with like a fucking T-ball right now. The AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions
And a ball is about that big.
come out. They addressed the Babes of Wrath, and they broke up on Collision.
And
Next.
The 12 people watching Collision saw it.
Okay, I have to address this.
No, Jesse, this is where I'm going to be a little bit of a dick. You're going to address this after I explain to Leroy what happened. Because Leroy has to understand what this fucking site said and what happened.
Yeah.
When they broke up on Collision?
No.
Or on Dynamite?
No. This is on Dynamite. We're not to Collision yet. Just gonna have to explain this. Colossal Lena Cross and Megas Megan Bain. Just call her Megasaurus. There's already a dinosaur here.
Yeah, why don't you
asked what they needed to talk about asked what they needed to talk about that everyone can't already see. So you stole Cody Rhodes' line. Great. Like, way to go, girls. The Babes of Wrath suffered from greed and false confidence, and it cost them. Okay. You beat him clean in the middle of the ring, you dumb bitch. Cross said if Nightingale bit off more than she could chew for the first time, this time they'll make her choke. Bane said Cameron should stick to what she's good at and play with her puppet. The Babes will be sorry they asked for another shot. Was there a match on Collision? Did this match take place on Collision?
I think so.
Please tell me it did, because remember, the Babes broke up. Sorry, folks. Jesse may watch Collision even on repeat. I have to watch Dynamite because Jesse barely does.
I'll be honest and fair. I did not watch Collision this week. I was working on my band shit. I did not watch Collision this week.
Jesse, very rarely will I ever fault you for not watching Collision. Very fucking rarely will I get mad at you for not watching Collision.
I found something to do this week.
Well, anything better than watching that.
Okay, so Collision results.
Yeah. Last night, quickly, they have a preview. Yeah, they had
28.
International Championship, and they had the tag team was Divine Domination versus the Babes of Wrath.
Okay, cool.
It was on
all right. So that made a little sense. And then, Jesse, they put this team together for the tournament. They gave them the belts. They were the first ever champions. And after one title loss, they just broke up, went their separate ways.
Yeah, why not?
Sorry, I'm watching on silent. The afterbirth here to see how they broke up.
Jesse, they broke up in the back.
Yeah, I was about to say
they broke up in the back and said we're just gonna go our separate ways.
So the Brawling Birds apparently are going to be the next because they came out. Mina Shirakawa came to help with Thekla. She's not going to beat Thekla.
Jesse,
Well,
hold on. Let's get back to Dynamite. Kyle.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah. So anyway,
well, I'm confused. Wait. So if they broke up in the just because they didn't win the titles back?
That would be the logic, yes.
Okay.
Next up, Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita. It says clear the air here. In reality, this is the segment where they prove they're just a bunch of fucking bitches.
They're just children, dude. I say it, and now I'm preaching it. Between them and Moxley's stupid little group, these are the top two worst factions all time in pro wrestling.
Hey, Leroy.
Yes.
Remember how we call it all friends wrestling? You want to know why?
It used to be all inclusive wrestling.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, yeah, but then we brought a roll of quarters out. Anyway,
I haven't seen the translating in a while. What happened to all inclusive wrestling?
Yeah, well. Anyway, so I need to explain this, and I need to
By
try.
the way, I want people to know. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I love. Starts with and Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
I know she's been doing some decent stuff on when she was on Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. They seem to hide her away recently.
Yeah, Jesse, I'm gonna need you to explain this to me because Japanese wrestlers are involved.
Okay.
So, Leroy, I'm gonna lay this out because where they've gone with it, I know people are like, why do you wait 4 weeks? I'm like, because I need to know what I need to explain. So Konosuke Takeshita is mad at Kyle Fletcher because Kyle formed a tag team with Okada called Proto Kata.
Yeah.
Not the weird part. The weird part's the overarching weird part that I'm not going to mention is that they're all in the same fucking group. But Konosuke feels betrayed by Kyle Fletcher like a second grader on the fucking playground because, and I quote from, I believe it was Kyle himself, you little fucking bitch. You're right. I know you're not a fan of Okada, and I'm sorry because you're right. Proto Shida came first.
Yeah.
You fucking morons! The Young Bucks were supposed to be the high school bullshit. So you became the elementary school bullshit?
I think so.
Or is it called primary school where Kyle's from? I don't give a fuck.
I think it's called primary.
Whatever. Konosuke, one of the best workers on the fucking planet right now, the winner of the G1 and the IWGP heavyweight title in the last 12 calendar months, is sad because someone with the most useless belt in wrestling, the TNT title, is tagging with someone else in his own group. So he's sad like a fucking teenager left at prom.
You know?
No, say it the way you originally said it. He's what? He's what?
Which part? It's all stupid.
You said he's S word. The way you said it.
He's sad.
Yes, he is.
Konosuke Takeshita is sad.
Oh, his booking's
you know?
sad.
Hey,
His sad.
Jesse, if in the last 12 calendar months you've won the G1 and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, how sad would you be?
He needs our friends at BetterHelp.com.
Extremely that I would need some therapy.
I swear to God, if Tony Khan somehow gets a BetterHelp ad because of this fucking bullshit, I will officially sue his ass and be like, you're listening to us, you fucking child.
They will never get a BetterHelp sponsor because they bleed every week.
You know, Zach, I looked up the results of Collision to see what they said about the Babes of Wrath.
Fine, let's do it. I got nothing better to do.
It's about. You're not even Canadian.
It's fucking stupid.
Did you say a boot?
He said a boot.
Said about.
You said a boot.
No, I didn't say a boot. I said about.
I know we would shit talking Canadians, but you can't shit talk them. It doesn't sound like them, sir.
I'm going to go about in a boot. And get a boot there or something.
Get to the fucking thing you're trying to get to.
Okay, this is what they have written in here.
Okay.
This is fucked up.
Okay.
It said it sounds like the Braves of Wrath are breaking up as a team.
Okay.
Harley felt she let the team down. Willow had a positive attitude to look at the bright side of being teammates and winning the titles. Willow will focus on the TBS championship, and Haley go where the wind takes her. No matter what, they will always be the Babes of Wrath.
This show sucks.
This is so bad.
This show sucks.
Hey, Harley, since Leroy will call you Haley, Harley, bring the puppet to NXT. The crowd will fucking
Haley,
love
yes.
you. Quit now. Bring the puppet. Knowing Tony hasn't trademarked the puppet.
No, yeah, I got it.
I'm surprised after this that
Change the hair color. Boom, it's not Sasha.
Right.
Fucking Christ.
I'm surprised
That's
they
good.
didn't have some flowers and a Disney skipping moment afterwards. Because that's...
When you say it out loud,
That's really bad.
it's so horrible.
That's really bad.
I'm not trying to insult
And the
anybody.
problem is, and the problem is the sickos would hear the same words you just said, and they would just see daisies and unicorns.
That's what I said.
and roses.
but you know what?
And fucking pink. And I'm like,
This
fuck
is
all of
this
you.
is really stupid and kind of gay. Just saying that. I mean,
Oh, shit. That's funny.
and why do I want to watch
that's
this
funny.
shit?
Oh, that's good.
Because it's all inclusive. Anyway,
No, it's not.
hold on.
Hey, we love gay people here.
Yeah, we do. Next up, Jesse.
Devon Monroe,
Jesse,
one of my
Jesse,
favorite
we go from that to
wrestlers
the
there.
only thing we enjoy right now, which is Thekla.
And the end of the show?
Decla's phenomenal, yeah.
Thecla's doing great. But then we get to this. Jesse, remember when I said I had questions?
Yeah.
I had questions.
We might get answers.
I had questions.
Uh-oh.
Why is Kenny Omega getting encouragement from Speedball Mike Bailey?
Yeah.
Because Speedball
This
is awesome.
I turned the TV off. I came back and watched this later. The second I saw Bailey and Kenny, I was like, I'm out.
I'm not going to lie. This almost put the show at a colossal fail. Why the fuck would Kenny care what fucking Mike Bailey has to say?
Why?
Because Kenny's such a swell guy.
Regardless, listen, I've seen baby faces talk to lower car baby faces, and they cheer them on and all that shit.
But the lower card babyface cheering on the quote-unquote guy who just called himself the god of pro wrestling?
Bro,
Blow me.
Let's talk about it. You know what this would be? This would be son of a bitch. What's his name?
Raw has started, so we're going to get through the rest of the show real quick. But, Jesse, please finish your thought, because this was... Leroy, I don't care for missing Raw. This needs to be explained. This was the worst...
It's all right. I watch it anyways. I can just restart it. It's all right.
This is why Randy Orton beat up Matt Cardona.
Because the indies suck.
Mind your fucking business, bro.
Yeah.
Mind
Fuck
your
outta
business,
here.
bitch. Oh, you're not? All right, I'm going to keep
Hey, bro,
your
you
ass.
keep putting on great matches in the second match of our card. Shut the fuck up. What? I get it. They're friends.
Yeah.
But he's not even on Sami Zayn's level like Sami Zayn is in WWE. Like, I know people hate Sami Zayn in
Sami
WWE.
Zayn is main evented WrestleMania.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Speedball Mike Bailey is a trios champion.
I forgot about that.
A lot of people have forgotten about that.
Yeah, this is a joke, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
If there was ever a segment to make me go, why? That was it.
Hey, I mean, I saw this, But I don't see anything on Collision about like MJF beating the shit out of Mike Bailey. So like, it just doesn't work, bro.
We're skipping the next segment because, well, Jesse, it involves a bald, light skin.
Yeah, no, I don't care. We can skip
yep,
it.
nope, that's fine. All right.
He's a dipshit.
So we're gonna go right to a match that no one asked for, no one knows why happened, and I feel like I say that every goddamn week. No count-out match, Darby Allin and Roosh.
Yeah, I didn't understand the point of that one either.
I never understood the part of why this match happened.
There's no build-up. There's no reason why. They've never... No.
Just to have
This
match.
was just announced. No, I'm not joking. Tony Khan just announced this, and it happened because he is God in this area.
Well, of course.
I got nothing.
There's so many things you could be doing with Roosh right now. And
There's so many things you could be doing with Darby Allin.
I mean, you can get him off my TV.
Well, there's
but
that.
But Roosh, you can do a lot of things with, and he does nothing.
Not to mention the fact, why are we making it no count out? I've literally gone back, and yes, once again, Jim Cornette has taken my fucking rose-colored glasses off. These guys have random matches with job guys. Sorry, that's what you are. You don't like it, go ask for more money, you assholes.
It's true.
That literally have fucking 20-minute matches that they call bangers. In reality, it's probably a 2 on a scale of 2 to 10. Because it encourages nothing. It moves the story along no way, and it's just fucking there.
And we're not Dave Meltzer, so we wouldn't say
And
that.
they're on the fucking floor for minutes on end without the referee counting. Nobody's even making an effort to break a count. But Darby Allin, Mr. I don't follow the rules anyway. And Roosh, who's supposed to be a heel. Hey, how's your brother doing, asswipe?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And we just put them in a no count out match because we forgot Roosh was on the fucking thing.
On the roster. Oh, yeah, I have that guy. I should book him. How this show did not take a massive drop off in the rate. It wasn't as good as the week that we said sucked. I remember it wasn't 7:33 again.
No, it was like 6
something.
Yeah, but anyway. How this didn't go back to being the 4s they had in December, I don't know, because this made less sense than last week. And last week was literally called by the internet shit.
Dude, post-Revolution has been fucking bad. Like, it's not been horrible like they're accustomed to doing.
Yeah.
But it has been bad.
The unfortunate part is it's been good for their crowd.
Because the bar is so low.
But the problem is, like you said, Jesse, this crowd was leaving in droves for 6 months.
The bar is literally a speed bump in a trailer park at this point.
Oh, my God.
I literally, I don't care how decent the match was. I literally went, who gives a fuck?
Not only did it not matter, it ended with Mark Davis, Mr. We don't know what to fucking do with a guy who's actually looking like he's getting better, and Lance Archer, which is, why the fuck are you still here?
Something to do.
And they just attacked Darby, and I'm like, wow. Hey, Jesse, did you know that Darby Allin, little Darby Allin, took a pile driver on the ramp and got fucking chokeslammed by Archer? He's been lit on fire, you fucking idiots!
He will not die.
But that's the problem.
I know.
We've gotten to a point with Darby Allin where if he doesn't die, it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to give a fuck about Darby Allin getting chokeslammed on the ramp. You know, it mattered when Undertaker did it because Muhammad Hassan was never seen again.
True.
But fucking Darby Allin got backdropped and folded on steel steps. He's been lit on fire. He's been put in a body bag. He's been drugged by a car, which he actually was, by the way. That was not editing. He was in the bag the whole fucking time. He's jumped off of the highest peaks. He's done this. He's done that. He's done this. He's done that. But a choke slam on the ramp from a good worker, a safe worker like Lance Archer?
Didn't he just challenge MJF last week?
No.
Yes.
His exact words were, and I quote, I'm gonna keep my foot on the gas until I see God or I'm the AEW World Champion. And then he dropped Max's name. He didn't actually challenge the fucking guy from Long Island.
He just said he wants his title.
There's no such thing as 4 pillars.
Oh, God, no. One of them can't even get consistent screen time. That's called Jungle Boy.
There's no such thing as actual counting from the refs. And there's no such thing as consistent booking in AEW.
You know what I want? I want Tony Khan to write a check that won't have to be as big as people think, because the truth is the yen is a fucking joke when it comes to world currency.
That's true.
Write a check, get him out of retirement for a match, and have Red Shoes do one of these fucking things and see how that goes. Because Jesse, Red Shoes would walk out. He'd just leave. He'd be like, my check cleared. Motherfucker would be like, I got out of retirement for this?
That's true.
I can't believe him. I just don't give a fuck about Darby Allin anymore. I just
No,
don't care.
God, no.
I genuinely do not care.
Well, you know what we should really give a fuck about? Stand and Deliver is Saturday.
Yes, it is.
That is going to be good.
Let's get to that card real quick, and
then
we should probably get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I got to go home and feed 2 people.
One of the
Well,
matches.
one person and a dog.
All right. One of the matches.
The beast.
They are setting up for the NXT Tag Team Champion. So the Vanity Project is either going to go against Birthright or Los Americanos. It's going to happen on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They're going to figure out who's going to be the winner
Stop
there.
telling the guys in Los Americanos their careers are tanking because of this. They've never been more over.
They're awesome.
And when they come back, you're all going to fucking cheer for them because they were stuck in this gimmick, according to
There
you.
we go.
Meanwhile, Ludwig's going to continue to be the most over luchador in all of fucking Mexico.
Yes.
First of all, the Vanity Project, I love these guys. They're like, Jesse, it's weird. They're frat boys, but they seem fresh every week.
Oh,
Yeah,
you love
they're-
them.
Brad
do you
Leroy.
love them?
Brad
Leroy?
Baylor and Ricky Smokes.
Huh? Do you love them?
The I do. Not my favorite, but I do like them.
It's okay if you don't love them. It's cool.
No, it's all right. I mean, they're not my favorite ones there, but I think they're good
I
for
picture Leroy
for
every
a
time
heel one,
they come on screen every Tuesday going, Sean, they're not as good looking as you. Get them off my screen.
But that's why
hey.
they're good. But that's why they're good heels.
At least both their eyes work correctly.
Bada boom, Sean. We're not going
There
to
we
go
go.
out at the next NXT.
I'm okay. I haven't made as many jokes as you. I've made 1 or 2. I can get past that.
I have made a shit ton.
Hey, all I have to do with Sean is we sit and talk about
Listen,
our Savior, and we're all good. Then I'm good.
Yeah,
As
next
long-
match.
As long as you stay to the right, he can't see you.
That's true. All right, next up,
Shit.
we got Miles Bourne defending his NXT North American Champions against Johnny Gargano. The curse might be lifted for Johnny.
He was never cursed. What are you
I know,
talking
but
about?
that's what they're saying.
He's never been cursed.
He's just sad.
Candace thought he was cursed.
He's just sad.
He's just sad because his friend left. Yes, it's okay, but they're
And
putting
his
that
friend
curse.
is doing stupid shit with Leo Rush. We haven't even talked about Leo's.
I
gimmick.
actually don't mind the Leo Rush stuff. We'll bring it up next week.
No, Jesse. The gimmick's not awful, but the shit that he did with Tommaso was dumb.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was awful.
We'll argue about it next week.
Yeah.
Next up, and they're going to have a match on Tuesday tomorrow. JC Jane is going to figure out who is going to be either Kendra Gray or Lola Vice for her title.
I think Lola's finally going to be given the belt,
Probably.
And then-
they're going to move JC up.
and then
after
JC
Mania.
either the Monday after WrestleMania
They're-
or
they're-
the Friday after.
Because they're starting to plant
Yeah, I
this.
think so.
They're starting to plant the seeds.
Whatever
that Fallon
JC
Henley-
was missing, Jesse, this is gonna come off as like, oh, WWE eventually just makes me happy. No, JC found something. I don't know what it like. I'm finally starting to see JC commingling with the main roster.
Well, she's doing better enough that I think moving her up now is not the worst thing.
No, it's a good idea.
Because just like the men's scene, the women's scene is a little bit older up top too.
Yeah.
So outside of Rhea Ripley, and Jay's I think only like 32.
And oh, by the way, folks, I wanted to say this too. Yeah, the crowd was a little silent during the match. Yet Julia doesn't necessarily care that much because remember in Japan they were quiet as well. So I mean it kind of fit with it. But they got them up by the end of the match.
Oh, that match was good. That match was very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. They're also planting the seeds that group might be done with JC Jane.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Next
Well,
up,
JC's been getting out of a lot of the beatings they've been taking. I mean, JC's been very unscathed while those two are getting fucked.
yeah, that's true. All right, next up we get a singles match, and this is one I was waiting for that we're going to get. Sol Ruka against Zarya.
I think they're calling up Soul, or
I think they would call up.
I think
Sol
they're calling
for
up
Zarya.
Soul. Zarya, they still want to do Rhea versus Zarya, but that's still a little bit. Remember, Rhea's not even 30.
She's
so
not even 30 yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fuck crazy part about it. She's not even 30 yet.
Zarya needs some more time down in NXT.
She's
before
already
she comes
made
up.
more stardom and money and fame than she could have ever needed in her life, and she's not even 30.
She's not even 30.
God
Yeah.
damn.
I do. Yeah, Zarya needs some more time in NXT.
Every time you say that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, she's not even 30 yet.
Maybe Zarya's going to win the women's championship down in NXT too. Maybe
Down the line for sure.
Down the line,
Probably.
yeah.
Then to end night, and this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Fatal 4-way for the NXT, the men's championship. Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, and Tony D.
There are so you have the three biggest stars in NXT. Sorry, internet, they are. And then you have Tony, who was once a super top guy, came down, but then, like Jesse said, found a reinvention that I think can really propel him to something.
Yes.
Because Jesse, you said
yes.
it. The only thing he's missing is an NXT championship.
Right.
And honest to God,
If I'm smart,
he could win it.
If I'm smart, I bring Joe up.
I'm about to say,
I think he is.
Joe and Rick are probably pretty much gone after Mania.
I think
Ethan might be down an extra month or two.
I'm agreeing with you. SummerSlam will be more when I see Ethan Page.
But I think, Joe and Ricky are gone after Mania.
See, now with this, I do think they're going to – I think Joe Henry's going to drop it Tony D, I think.
Yeah.
Because
I do too.
Ricky Saints and Ethan Page have been working together, but they've had
They've both been
issues kind of
Right.
screwing
And
each
they're-
other
and
when
they're
they're
both,
not
and
to.
they're both former NXT champions already too.
So
Right, yeah.
if Tony doesn't get it, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
But, then it would be probably Joe Henry retaining.
I actually am starting to wonder because he's so good at everything, and he really is. And NXT finally showed everyone that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethan Page doesn't skip the Miz bump and go above that right away.
I think when he gets called up,
I think so.
If there is a meshing with the Miz, it's to team them up for a short time, just so people can kind of get to know Ethan on that larger stage a little bit more. But otherwise, like Ricky will be fine when he comes up. Everyone knew who Ricky was.
Yeah.
And everyone loves Joe Hendry. You cannot keep him in NXT too much. longer.
Well, there's one person that really
But that's
doesn't
my
like
thing.
Joe Henry. That's Kathy.
But that, well, that's because of you.
Oh, no, it wasn't me alone.
But Jesse, my whole thing about Ethan Page is, I know Miles Bourne has been given that title, but from the promos to the way that he now thinks, because he stopped doing it the Ethan Page way and decided to do it the fucking Shawn Michaels and Triple H way, made him a lot more money. What's the difference? And I'm being serious. Take the resumes out. What is the difference between all ego Ethan Page and Randy Orton right now?
It's true.
Ethan Page
can't say anything different.
Ethan Page is smooth. He's crisp. He's witty.
That's a fair question. That's a fair question as far as like.
And that's why I ask you two, because you two can remove resumes, whereas the rest of the internet is, he can't hold a candle to Randy. Randy's a 14-time champion.
Gonna be 15.
Gonna be 15.
Yeah, Mania.
But everyone needs to calm down, because my caveat is, if you take out the resumes, mic work, I'm not going to say equal, but Ethan is beyond passable.
Oh, yeah.
In-ring work, phenomenal.
Well,
And by the way, Ethan looks in shape, does the work that matters. He's funny, he's witty, he can be serious. Ethan Page is Randy Orton before Miles Bourne.
Miles still has the look though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And the girl.
And lucky son of a bitch there.
Hey man, my wife told me it's okay to be jealous of that guy.
Yeah.
When you look at that girl,
But no, I was watching Ethan Page down in and when he was in AAA.
Yeah.
I mean, that is going good, and I think they're doing
Probably
it.
the biggest difference between them, more than anything, really is just the body. But otherwise, because Listen, it was the realest thing ever said, and Vince fed him the line. But if you chiseled yourself, create a wrestler that was going to be a champion
From the ground up.
ground up, it would be Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
But Ethan Page. I mean, like Jesse, if you're asking me what else does he need, the answer is nothing.
No, he's pretty great.
Yeah, definitely 3 people in that match are coming up.
And it's
after
crazy to
WrestleMania.
think that 2 years ago, I never thought Ethan Page was going to be anything else in this business but just an indie guy.
I thought he was
And now I see him as a future champion.
I'm about to say, I just thought he
yes.
was a mid-carder, and now I'm like, sky's the limit for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once again, it's funny. You got I was going to say Maryland, but you got Blake Monroe saying stories matter more than gymnastics. That wasn't a shot at your former boss, if anything. And Ethan Page and Lexus King and even Dragon Lee, and I could go on, etc., all going like, yeah, we tried it our way for a while and didn't really get us anywhere. Now we're trying it WWE's way, and holy shit, is it working?
Sometimes, and by the way, this will be the last thing I say.
Yep. We'll get out of here.
I think sometimes for a performer, right, and I mentioned Laney earlier, I think really what WWE, especially DX, of all people, can give you is, okay, this is what you're doing now. Of course, with our production and our marketing team, we can plus this times like affinity. But where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself evolving as a character and as a performer? And if you're willing to work to get there, they're going to get you there.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, fucking Rhea Ripley was a blonde who liked metal when she showed up. And then when Vince called her up, I said, man, she's got the capacity to be one of the top champions. I think Vince will make her champion, but I don't think he sees her in the way that he sees Charlotte, that he sees Becky and Sasha, right? And Triple H said, fuck that. The world's going to see what I see. And all he did was multiply her times infinity. Now, she's worked on the body thing and all that to really make herself feel the aura of a megastar. And that's really what WWE does better than any company. And I mean that New Japan, like any company on the planet.
Oh, New Japan doesn't even claim to be what they are production-wise.
Now, New Japan can't compare to WWE production-wise, but it's just one of those things where, like, if you're Ethan Page, the smartest thing you could do was listen to those coaches, listen to Sean, and go, okay,
he obviously joined WWE. He told the story. He joined WWE because he was desperate for a job. No one's going to dispute that. But you can't tell me that in 2 years you can't look back and be like, that was the smartest fucking decision I ever made, because, oh my God, they've made me into something I never was.
I keep telling people.
Jesse Stowe said the breakout star of the North was not Ethan Page.
No, it was his partner who's now doing nothing. So
meanwhile, Ethan Page has convinced Jesse he's a future world champion.
And I think what people learn, seriously, watch Obafemi. When you see Oba, that's all WWE.
From a shot put guy to that. Hello.
First fucking presentation, next presentation, evolving as a worker. Holy shit, this guy can compare to Brock Lesnar. Holy shit, he's gonna wrestle Brock Lesnar.
The only thing that will suck about that match is the internet will blow up when it's over, and they will negatively be like, "It was so short." They're not supposed to go 20 minutes.
Yeah, that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah,
there's just certain people on the internet that bitch about
we'll do that.
But yeah,
as soon as someone says, "Man, this should have gone longer," I'll be like, "Yeah, whatever."
Same thing for Ricky Singh. So when he gets to especially when he gets to the main roster. Man,
and they didn't even change anything for him.
Just cut these big boisterous promos on SmackDown or Raw and watch your world make yourself some more money.
And don't sing.
Well, don't sing for sure.
No.
And then Joe Hendry. Listen, Joe. All WWE is done with Joe Hendry is we're just gonna give you we're gonna give you the production. We're gonna give you more money, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you get up to main roster because you just proved it at WrestleMania of all places. You just keep doing what you've already perfected. It works.
Oh,
and
yes, it does.
And everybody backstage apparently loves Joe Hendry. Say he's one of the sweetest guys on the planet. So these three are also going to turn into megastars on the next level. Trick Williams is pure WWE building a person. That's why I always said if Tony Khan would have been smart, the moment technically that Vince was ousted out of WWE by his daughter and his son-in-law, if you could have seen, because everyone talks about loyalty for him and him caring about loyalty, he only cares about people loyal to him. He's very much like Trump in this way. He'll be loyal to no one. If you were Tony Khan, why not just see if the old man wanted to be your advisor? Because even booking like him, you would have competed.
You and Vince see wrestling very similar.
It's very similar. But the one thing he does better is build stars.
I still say I think if you watch NXT, and like they've been doing, like 9, 10 o'clock, they got AAA on YouTube. Have you watched that lately?
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch last Saturday's?
I got to rewatch last Saturdays. I haven't got a chance to watch it.
Fatal 4-way for the Cruiserweight title in AAA.
Hey, man.
Holy shit.
Hey, man.
Wow.
Hey, man, let me be very clear. Not a single competitor in AAA is being held back by any WWE booking.
They're making more money now.
They're making a
WWE
hell of a lot more money. They're in American households, which, by the way, AAA always had the opportunity to do, but never did past the Texas, Arizona
not on
area.
this level.
And Omos is huge. Physically and superstar where he's getting bigger.
God, I love
my
that Leroy's
God.
entire anecdote to that entire conversation was Omos is big.
Omos is big, though.
Yeah, thank you, Leroy.
But what he's doing down there with Velkin,
I
my
think
God, it's awesome.
I think WWE has found the ability to get Omos over in a lot of different ways. It just hasn't worked on main roster yet.
It feels like, outside of the Wyatt Six, which he needs to get back to because he talked about it recently, is like him and Rob Fee. Is you got to find a way to make that big nigga work, because that's an actual attraction to your business, and you got to go make it work. I thought Brock did a good job. They just didn't follow it up.
He worked in Japan. He worked in Mexico. Now he's got. If you can work in those two places, America's kind of a fucking.
What they're doing down
noodle.
there is what they have to transfer that over to either Raw or SmackDown for Omos, and it'll be great.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you all so very much. Enjoy Stand and Deliver. WrestleMania, we will be here to recap it on that Monday. Thank you all so very much for listening. We will see you guys all next week.
Bye-bye.